Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. We are back with our FFA finals. Thanks for Team VUELTA for sponsoring us on this one. I am joined by the one, the only Captain James Ross. How are you doing today, James?
Very good, mate. Very good. Had to watch round 3 from a hotel room because I was on a work trip. But, mate, I'm excited. We got some finals. We got 16 players. We got 4 rounds. We got a brand new map or 2. I think it's going to be a banger.
It's going to be very exciting. We're actually going to be starting off on one of the new maps. So we heard the community's response. They wanted us to go for dev maps. Sorry, I had the stream open and I could hear myself in my ears. That's very off-putting.
I'm everywhere.
We wanted to stick with dev maps. So what we've done is we've brought in some more dev maps and pulled out live fire. We kind of heard that live fire didn't really work for FFA. Some of the spawns were a bit funky and just the map didn't flow very well. So we've brought in an old one, James. One that many people might have forgotten was an official ranked map for about 4 months. Starboard. Did you play Starboard?
I actually did play Starboard, mainly in quick play, actually. Starboard had like the CTF mode in quick play and the Slayer mode. So, yeah, I played quite a lot of Starboard, actually, and then when we were talking about it, didn't even recognize that it was Starboard because quick play never puts the map name anywhere. So, yeah, that was quite fun.
Yes, so we've pulled it in because it didn't really work as a ranked Slayer mode, but that was mostly due to how the 4v4s worked.
Yes.
It kind of works quite nicely, actually, as an FA map, just because of how the spawns are all around in the ring. You're most likely to spawn without being seen. You kind of got to work out how you maneuver. I mean, you've got to be careful that people aren't going to jump on you, because if people are rotating a lot, that's going to happen. You've obviously got the overshield sat up top mid.
Yeah, I was going to say, one thing we learned in our playtest, don't go for the overshield.
Or if you do go for it, make sure you use the shroud.
Yes.
That's a little tip there for anybody that's playing today.
Yes, and then when you get shock rifled, complain. But yes, yeah. Use the shroud because everyone targets the OS. That's kind of what we found. But we also thought we'd drop in another map.
Yes, we did. Especially
as it is brand spanking new for Halo Infinite, at least. The Rig, or Interference, as it's now called. We did some playtesting yesterday as well, and it plays actually real good. Like, I would say the first spawn might be suboptimal, but actually the rest are perfectly fine.
Yeah, I mean, that was essentially what we found, right? So, the map is large enough. It's slightly bigger than the rig was on Halo 5, so it works quite well for that. The spawns are isolated enough that you're not going to get shot off spawn, except maybe the initial spawn.
Yeah.
And honestly, it works pretty damn well. So, we're going to be hopping into Interference first, so we'll see how that goes, see if people have a good time. Hopefully they do.
Yeah, I mean, in the playtest, right, we even had one random joiner who committed himself or herself to the cause by throwing themselves off the map every 5 seconds. Literally just spawn and throw themselves off the map. So, with no communication. So, actually, we tested a lot of spawns, which was extremely good. So, thank you to that random person for helping us out when we left the lobby open. We appreciate you. Yeah, just throwing yourself off the map repeatedly for 12 minutes.
Yeah, you just love to see it, right? Anyway, I think the lobby's filling up quite nicely. We got one more person waiting to join. Let's maybe talk about some of the other changes that's coming, because I've had a chance to talk to Outcasted, and I had a chance to talk to I can't remember who else. Stallion. I chatted to Stallion about them a little bit about kind of the new changes we have coming in. How do you feel about this? For example, let's start with the plasma pistol.
Oh, mate, I'm excited. Obviously, I mean, won't do anything in HCS, right? But I'm excited to see plasma pistol back on BTBs actually doing things to vehicles, right? Especially, so difficult to get rid of, like, pesky wasps. So I'm excited to see kind of the plasma pistol deal with that. That should be good.
I've heard some people complaining that, this is great because Vehicles are too strong in
It's true.
whatever, whether it be BTB or whether it be any of the other modes that have vehicles in it. But I've heard other people say that they're like paper mache currently already, and they need to be buffed. So depends on what side of the fence you're on. It's either a good thing or a bad thing. But I don't know. It seems like a little bit unnecessary. I'm not quite sure why they've done it, I guess is my question, because you still had the disruptor pistol that you could have used. You still had the shock rifle, which maybe
there's still so many things, right?
But yeah.
I hope that by bringing the plasma pistol back to being like the EMP, that they actually cut down on the amount of disruptors and shock rifles and all that kind of stuff, because suddenly everything's going to be able to do it, and that's not great in my mind.
Yeah, I agree with that. Right. The other thing I wanted to mention to you, James, is have you seen the changes to the pistol? Because I've not seen too many people talk about it.
Yeah, the reduced rounds per second, right? So fire rate gets a bit slower. I mean, I love a sidekick, and I think that it's actually interesting, right? We have a Husky Raid tournament next week, and sidekick is real powerful in Husky Raid. It's actually even more powerful in Super Husky Raid, which we're thankfully not playing, thank God, because that thing absolutely destroys anyone. But I think it's good, but I would be interested to see kind of how it compares to the Commando now. I would love to know what the different fire rates are for those two weapons. I'm not sure if it's listed somewhere. It would be great if someone knows. But yeah, I think Commando now fires really fast, so I'm wondering if they slowed Sidekick down to be the same, or if Sidekick is now slower.
The Sidekick is slower, and I reckon you'll keep with the Commando being that kind of higher rate of fire, but it is a little bit harder to use. I mean, even on MNK, I mean, I'm not the best MNK player, I'm no Wooten by any chance, but even on MNK, it's quite difficult to kind of maximize that as you would with like the DMR, for example. But the pistols are a lot easier to use. I mean, I would basically insta pick it up because it's just insane. So I'm glad it's got a little bit of a nerf. I mean, we didn't see it used too much in high ranked plays. They removed the pistol from most of the ranked maps. Just trying to think what maps still had it on. They definitely removed it from Aqua, but I think they left it on Live Fire, right? Still up in top A?
It's still top A. Speaking of top A though, what about the sniper change? I don't know if you saw the sniper change, right? Faster ready up time. So
I did not see that.
When you pick it up, you can now fire quicker. So I'm interested to see how that works as well. That's kind of curious for me. That. And Interference has a sniper, actually. So I guess we're going to see... Oh, wait. Are we going to see this? No, it's next week. We're going to see it next week. we're going to see... the sniper ready up next week, obviously, with all these changes. But that's kind of one that we'll definitely see in HCS, right? Is how much quicker people are going to get. And I think the interesting thing for me is, like, is that going to be just when you first pick it up, or is it going to be if you find it on the ground? I think it's going to be all of them, and I'm going to be interested to see how it's going to go, because that's not really something that I've seen anyone talk about either.
Yeah, no, I didn't even realise, James. So thanks for mentioning that to me.
No worries.
I think that works. I think just you get my raw reaction then, because I didn't know this. Honestly, I think it's a pretty decent thing. So many times I go to pick up the sniper top mid on live fire, like right off the bat, and then just die before I can even shoot somebody. If I can pull that up and one-shot headshot them, then that's a good click.
So easy, yeah.
And also, I'll be happy with it. So yeah, I don't think it will make a massive difference. Honestly, I don't think we'll end up seeing like everybody suddenly turn into simple on Halo, but who knows?
I guess the thing that I'm trying to understand is, what are they making quicker? Because when you pick it up, you slide it back, and then you get to shoot?
Yeah, it's a different animation for the reload as it is to the pickup.
Yeah. So are they getting rid of that pickup, or like animation, or are they shortening it? I
think they're just speeding it up.
That's what I would be. That's what I would be curious to see. Let me see if the waypoint actually says anything. Sniper. So they're scaling the initial playback speed from down from 1.2 to 1.
Cool.
So Yeah.
It probably won't even be noticed by 90% of players, but it'll be a decent thing anyway.
Yeah, it's basically to help the sniper feel snappier.
Right.
Yeah.
We're also getting a new social map. We're getting Corrosion, I believe it's called.
Yeah, that's already out, actually.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. You can already play Corrosion.
Have not played it. But anyway, we're going to hop into this game. We're going to look at another new map we have coming into, James. We have Interference coming on.
Yes.
So all players are ready. We are loading up. And yeah, so not being a Halo 5 kid, this is new to me. I obviously played a little bit last night. I think it flows okay. It's another asymmetric map, which we think we were kind of desperately in need of. So I'm excited to see how this one goes. And we are on the board with Simons to start off with.
Yes, we should probably talk about this. It's going to be Finners, Simons, Slink, Suspense, Bastos, BH3, Stocker, Nisso, and Ash and Reese. This is losers round 1. We didn't really even talk about this at all, actually. Top 4 go to losers round 2. Bottom 4 go home, figuratively. As Bastos is going to be sitting top nest with that sniper. And he is going to find a beautiful kill onto Slink as well, as Simon's going to find Stocker. And the other thing that we changed, of course, well, if you can read the bottom of the screen, this is going to be 2 12-minute rounds instead. So, 2 12-minute rounds. Bottom 4 of losers round 1 will go home after 2 rounds. Same as, right, we'll count the kills and we'll move on. The reason we're doing it this way and starting with losers round 1 is so that no one, so winners don't have to wait. So, basically, after winners round 1, bottom 4 go to losers round 2, and then we can immediately go to losers. Then it will be winners final. Because if you win winners round 1, top 4, sorry, you go to the final.
Yeah, well, focusing back on the actual match for a second, I was loving the positioning from Ash and Reese as we started off this matchup. He was basically had learned what I learned when we were playing the FFA. When we were trialing the maps yesterday, is that this side that we're looking at right now is a really nice area to sit on because you can get such good vision and just interfere with all those little team fights that are going on and maybe grab a kill here or there. But looking at the scoreboard for now, James, we're having a pretty even scoreboard with Stocker being the one to lag a little bit behind. He was the lowest seeded player on this lobby. But Ash and Reese doing pretty good on 8 kills right now at top of the leaderboard. Niso, which is the player I expect to perform very, very well in this lobby, as we saw him not quite push into Group 1 because he didn't play in our first week, but he performed very, very well last week, and I'm expecting some nice things from him.
Yeah, I mean, you would expect Bastos to be winning, right? Like, the only reason Bastos down here, of course, because didn't play all the weeks. So that's why he's not in the kind of top group. But you can see, beautiful nade coming down. It's just following people around this map. The Suspense gonna be here, and you can see, just trying to find as he goes up towards tower. Find Ash and Reese, though, who's gonna get that kill in reverse, though. It's gonna be Simons dropping into the trenches. Sewers? Trenches? I don't know what people call them. But this is Nest. I know that much.
I have my handy dandy
I also have it.
little call out sheet here so I can try and get these call outs right because again we have not seen much of this map. One thing I did learn though is even though this map does contain a sniper and an overshield, they're not that effective in the FFA just because of how damn hard they are to get towards, right? To go for them you have to see so many different people like go out in the open, right? And when you're trying to play an FFA, going out in the open is not what you want to be doing. You want to be hiding yourselves into a corner, getting as much cover as you can, and kind of just getting your vision down a little alleyway. So exactly, that's just what Flink is doing. He has vision left and right and can block himself from either direction. He did push out maybe a little bit too far and did get the flank on him there from Ash and Reese, but Ash and Reese will go down to a double kill from Niso. Niso does get an eyes onto Bastos' feet. Bastos is in my favourite location on this map for an FFA, and it looks like Niso's in a very bad position here.
Yeah, being stuck down in the basement while people are on this kind of back rail area is not the place to be, as OS and Sniper are about to spawn. Stocker gonna try and challenge, but Bastos gonna get a perfect, and they're not quite able to get OS, but did it fall off the map? It looks like it might have done, actually. So, good job from Bastos to get that OS out the map. Simon's gonna find Slink, though. As Finners finds... It's the story of FFAs though, right? Like, as soon as Obs goes to one person, they die. Suspense gonna find a double kill up in top nest though. Sniper gonna be there as well. He's gonna kind of pick that out. It's gonna spot Slink, but Slink can... Gonna find Nisso, Bastos, Ash and Reese. Gonna get Suspense sniped. Gonna be dropped in bottom nest now. And Bastos gonna find kills. Mate, it's just everywhere at the moment. Bastos with 21 kills, Reed. As Ash and Reese with 18. And Nisso with 17 leading the charge. And we're not even halfway yet, mate.
I know, James, right? And I'm loving this scoreboard. I kind of expected Bastos to be on a little bit more of a lead. Don't worry, there's plenty of time for that to happen. But he's coming on 21 kills, Ash on 18, paired with Nisso. So this is kind of my prediction. We didn't quite go through predictions before the game started, but I was expecting Nisso and Bastos to be ahead. Ash and Reese, I know, is a very confident player. He's a mouse and keyboard player, which I think... And this might just be pure... I might just be talking out my arse here, James, but I get the opinion that keyboard and mouse kind of favours a brand new map to a controller, just because controller is a lot more about having your reticule in the right direction already. Whereas with keyboard and mouse, you can flick a bit quicker, so if you do get flanked unexpectedly because you just don't know the map layout, you can compensate for that a little bit better. But nice little push ahead here from Ash and Bastos. I did see a nice stick onto Bastos as I was just rambling there a minute ago, and you know, if you can go for a trade in FFA, go for it. You know, you shouldn't be scared of getting a trade. That's a win in your books, but you don't want to be going down without getting a kill. And if you can get a double kill, that's when you start to gain a little bit of a lead. So we're seeing that adopted by most of these players. Looks like Finner's just got absolutely duped there by whoever player he was chasing.
Oh, beautiful, perfect. It's going to be another shot as well. Double kill for Bastos. Has the OS, or did have OS, is going to throw the sniper off. He actually doesn't make it. Oh, no. He tries to throw the sniper off. It's going to be a double kill for Finners. And Suspense going to try and find... Ooh. Oh, Suspense got a kill, actually. This is Finners, who's going to go down to Suspense, speaking of. Nisso. Gonna go down to one shot. Suspense shoots him in the back. That's gonna be another assist for him, as it's gonna be him hiding in bottom nest from Simons. Simons goes up the stairs and dies. Bastos finds another kill as well. He's onto the 30 bomb. And we talk about there being two maps, right? Like the ability, if you have a poor first map, to kind of help yourself in the second map. But against someone like Bastos, always gonna be very, very difficult to do, because he is just so good at FFAs, and yeah, like we talked about, just didn't play all 3 weeks. That's why he's down here. But I don't think that's going to stop him. As you can see, Ash and Reese in the basement, trying to come up towards back rail. Like you said, Reed, as he's coming around towards tower. I'm mainly doing the call-outs for myself, but also for people like me who haven't played this map a lot. Just understand where we are. I'm trying. Yeah, I'm doing my best.
We're trying,
beautiful.
Trying to get that information to you. Woo. Damn it, I was expecting a triple there. Didn't quite come through. Equipment is going to come up. This map kind of plays in two halves, is what I've noticed, right? You kind of have the open field in the yard area that we were just looking at a second ago. And then you have this tower side that we're looking at now. Sort of BR-based tower, plasma bunkers, whatever. I do the same as you, James. I'm trying to get this through. And then you've got all the like little corridors between that give that safe spawn space, which kind of makes this map viable for an FFA. So we do see Bastos try and go for the plasmas. He does, sorry, for the overshield. He does get stuck and ends up dying. That probably fell off the map, but it might not have done. We could see Slink possibly pick up that overshield as he chased that little body to go for it. But Sniper is in the hands of Suspense. He misses the headshot, but will win the fight anyway. But perfect on Ash and Reese. Great job by him. He does hear Stalker coming from below. Gets the snipe off, but isn't quite enough. He will drop down. And, oh, a nice little trade there, but doesn't come through.
Yeah, and Bastos, I think, just spawned as well, actually, and then died almost straight away. Ash and Reese, 30 kills, but Bastos going to be running away with this match. 3 minutes to go, 39 kills, and Finners going to get punked by the AR. And now, oh, did that stick? No, right? Oh my god, it almost did.
Good timing, though.
Yeah, Ash and Reese going to pop some nades. Oh my, mate, does very well for someone on 1 HP. Can't quite get it done. Simon's in the back hall. Back rail, even. I think back hall, back rail. We're gonna fight it. We still got a week read before this joins HCS, so we got some time. Did he think Stocker was gonna fall down?
I have no idea what happened to Bastos there. I think his aim assist might have dropped or something because he just decided to shoot way behind. Or it could have been an observer glitch, I guess. That could have been one as well. But let's have a look at the scores, James, because, okay, fair enough. Bastos, he's off in the lead. Not tailed too closely by Ashen Reese, but Ashen Reese has a pretty wide gap there for second place. But what we care about is top 4. This is kind of a bit more like a traditional FFA format, where top 4 will proceed into the winners. It's double elimination, so bottom 4 will drop into the losers round. Oh no, sorry, bottom 4 is being dropped. This is losers round.
Yes.
My bad. So we'll get that right. So currently it's looking like Finners and Suspense, Stocker. Sorry, yeah, okay, so Stocker and Finners are being dropped.
Oh,
and
no,
then
he dropped! Oh, wait, no. Okay, he's in the trenches. It's all right. Oh, my days.
Yep.
Sorry. I forgot there are trenches down here. I discovered this yesterday when I fell off. And it's a Nisso overkill, by the way. Hello, in the chat right there. He's going to get shut down by Slink. Sorry to interrupt your flow, but Nisso with the overkill to bring it back. Thankfully, it is 2 rounds, right? So that overkill gonna help in the long run for sure. As he's now only 7 kills behind Ashen Reese. So this is good for the top 4 aspirations. But yes, sorry, there's a minute to go. Feel free to continue your explanation. But yeah, it's a double kill for Ashen Reese as well. And all these kills are going to be valuable as we head into round 2 after.
Yeah, I'll continue my point. We're all good. So what we want to focus on is who's not going to make the cut. Who's going to be those bottom 4. So right now, Finners on 21. He's got a lot to catch up. Stocker on 26 is quite a bit. Then we have Elite has actually kind of established here. So Niso is in a comfortable 3rd place now on 35. So these 3 players that we have on 30, which is Suspense, Simons, and Slink, they need to get a little bit of a lead here because if they do not make it, we're going to be looking at assists. And assists do favour Suspense currently. And it is possible that Stocker could make the glitch. He is now on 29 points, but Elite has established here for Simons and for Slink. With 20 seconds to go, James, it is literally anybody's game for that 4th place spot.
Exactly. And I mean, like, that's the good thing, right? Is because we have an Aqua straight after, it is, you know, banking these kills is going to be super, super important as we are going to have the finish. I think that was a kill at the end, but it's going to be Bastos with 48 and Ashen Reese with 47. So those guys should be locked in for round number 2. Of course, we still have an Aqua to go. Don't worry. There's still some more FFA action. But yeah, fantastic start. And I think, you know, to have a look, here we are with some scores. Nisso on 37, Suspense 32, Simons 32, Slink 31, Stocker 30, and Finners with 23. So yeah, I think round number 2 is going to be hella interesting, Reed. And we're not going to wait because we're all going to be loading it up already.
Yeah, so Niso, Ashen Reese, and Bastos have a nice little lead here. More so the first 2, right? But then the other, kind of the next 5 players, really. Or, yeah, next 4.
Except for Finners, maybe.
Stocker, Slink, Suspense, and one more player. My head's gone.
Suspense, Simons, Slink, and Stocker.
There we go. There you go. So those 4 are all within 2 kills of each other, right? So yeah, we're going to combine their kills from this now Aqua game, which we are going into right now. We're going to combine the kills from this with the kills from that last map. That will make their overall kills for this round. And if they are able to differentiate themselves, they will be staying in. If they are not, then they will be pushed out of the tournament and will not have a chance at winning that prize. So let's see how this goes. We do have the Overshield and the Heatwave in the hands of Finners, and he is able to get not really a kill with that, which was a little bit interesting, unless I got that name wrong and it was one of the other players.
I mean, Finners has 3 assists, so that's just sad that you don't get to clean up all of those, especially with an OS and a Heatwave. Oh my days. Oh, Finners, though, is going to find a couple of kills, and he's actually going to find a triple kill. So
he made up for that one.
Triple assists into a triple kill, however, he will need to beat Suspense, Simons, by at least 9 kills. And Slink and Stocker as well. Like, he has to beat all those guys by about 8 or 9 kills. So, the man has a lot of work to do if he's going to make the final. But yes, Bastos, Nisso, Ash and Reese just got to keep doing what they did in the last round. And then they will be going through to losers round 2 pretty handily.
Indeed they can. So, Finners is trying to make up for his... big window he had there from that first map, and he has about 10 kills to make up, so he's gonna have to perform very, very well if he wants to do that. But he's doing a good job anyway in these first couple minutes that we have going on here. Stocker gets caught out in the open, gets perfected by Bastos. That is a rough time for anybody. Slink does manage to get the jump here onto the player's that card too, but the trade comes through, so that's nice for them. A double kill kind of there for Ash and Reese. Doesn't quite get away with the full one. He is lagging a little bit behind on this one from these players on top, but, you know, I wouldn't count him out just yet. OS does spawn up, but the sticky nade comes through. Simons misses both of those, though, and Bastos now gets away with basically a full OS, James.
Mate, I thought both of those would at least hit, or at least one of them, but both miss. The man has some moves. The old dodge, duck, dive, dip, and dodge with the OS. It is about to run out, though. And as you can see, Suspense trying to find a kill. It is going to be Bastos who finds one onto Nisso, though. You can see the chase from Stocker. He's going to get the thruster, but look at the amount of, look how close this is. Finner's on 10, which is extremely good for him, right? Like we said, needs at least a 9-kill lead over literally half of the field. So, has to do an outstanding job. Does have 12 kills already. Maybe he's just an aqua beast. Maybe that's Finners. Like, who knows? Stocker gonna find a kill. Nisso gonna get one onto Ash and Reese as well. Oh my god. Suspense actually finds a double kill right there. Finners gonna come out level 50. Sorry, Slink gonna find him. Damn it, Slink. Just change gamer tag back. But Bastos is gonna find Nisso. And it's very close, but Simons is lagging behind. And so are Ash and Reese and Nisso. But the good thing for them, Reed, they have quite some kills banked up. I mean, Ash and Reese has 15 kills over Suspense and Simons. So it's going to take a miracle for him not to make it.
Yeah, I think Aqua's still quite a chaotic FFA map, so it's a little bit harder to make those long strides that we see possibly from the last game, but a nice little perfect trade between those two. That just shows the level of skill we have going on here in this lobby today, James. And OS is going to be up in another 5 seconds. All players are giving a little bit of action over there. Nice little perfect there by Nisso. I thought he was basically dead to rights, but he does grab himself the heat wave, follows himself around to that respawn of the OS. Kills them through, doesn't quite manage to take down Slink. Slink will get away with the OS here, and if he gets that heat wave as well, he should be able to make some waves here. But in actual fact, he didn't pick it up, I guess.
Make some waves like that. Yeah, I like that pun a lot. Waves, Aqua, you know, makes sense. Simons is going to find Bastos. There's actually only 3 people left in this entire map right now as we wait for respawns. Almost everyone going to be back up. But yeah, 7.5 minutes to go. Oh my god, the thrust! Oh my lord! Suspense, the movement! But Finners tracks him all the way. He's gonna start getting shot in the back and start getting shot from down the stairs as well. There's a fight going on in Blue Fridge. Everybody's dying, and it's gonna be Nisso with a perfect reversal double kill as Simons puts him down as well. Simons has to find some more kills. He's the only 2 ahead of Stocker. Slink down there on 13 as well. Meanwhile, Suspense, he's on 19. Need a big game out of him. Equal with Simons, like you said, does have more assists, so he's going to need to find some more kills. Bastos, just chilling on 16. This is almost the kind of game for Bastos where you just save the energy a bit, right? Like, you kind of keep going with everyone else. You make sure you got the same amount of kills, but you don't need to overextend yourself. As Finners moves on to 19 as Suspense moves to 21, but I fear, Reed, that even though Finners is having a blinder, it's not going to be enough unless he starts getting even more kills.
Yeah, he is such an uphill battle at this point. It's almost impossible. But, you know, I'd love to see an upset come through. I think the way that this differs from our week 1, 2, and 3 that we had playing through the last couple of Wednesdays is that placing doesn't really matter. Oh, a triple kill for Suspense. Can he go for the over? He will get the overkill. Tries to go for the Penta, doesn't quite get it through. He gets flanked there by Finners and Bastos. Hey, you know.
Oh dear.
We roll.
360 as well. Bastos styling a little after the Finners kill. Cheeky. But, yeah, man. Beautiful overkill, right? Like, when you need kills to secure your way into the next round, an overkill is a very, very nice way to do it. And hey, so far, we've had an overkill in round 1. Or map 1, I should say, with Niso. We've had an overkill in map 2 with Suspense. So, not to put too much pressure onto everyone, but we need to keep up a 100% overkill record. Oh no, Stalker. Need to be finding those kills. Can't let those ones get away. A Slink's going to go past, but there's going to be a trade with Bastos. Like I said, Bastos, 20 kills, just chilling right now, but Finner's not doing enough at the moment. But Stalker also needs to do more, and Ash and Reese, like I said, 15 kills up, or 17 kills up overall, so they should be fine. But Suspense is doing a fantastic job, Breed.
He is doing amazingly. Did not expect that from him, but, you know, I'm glad that he's proven me wrong. He's a very competent player indeed. A nice nade through there will put a stop to any shenanigans going down in P1. Trades galore, as I said, doesn't really do much for you, but, you know, you want to go for trades when you can, better than just dying and getting nothing. These players now really need to start differentiating themselves. So, Niso, Ashon Reese, and Bastos are still all fine. Suspense, I think, is going to be our solid 4th pick, just based on what a lead he has compared to those other players he's tying up with currently after map 1. OS is going to pop up. It is going to try to get picked up by Suspense. A nice slip and slide there. It's like he's at a water park, but it does end up getting dropped bottom P1, and no one yet has picked it up.
Goodbye. Yeah, Aqua. Again, water park, Aqua. It flows, man. But, yeah, this has been real good, mate. 340 to go. It's been close. Suspense has been absolutely rocking and rolling on this map. I think that's good, right? Like, it's not only consistency, but it's also, you know, if you can have an absolute blinder in a map, that's also gonna really, really help the cause. And of course, this is technically Group 2, right? So this is 9 to 16. So I'm excited to see 1 to 8 play in a second as well. When oh, is that a stick? Oh my God, Suspense! How did you get that stick, bro? A Stalker's gonna get one as well. But the movement, the curve on that plasma was absolutely nutty. What? Bro, I can't believe that. Slink's gonna find a double. Can he find more as well? Niso gonna get Stalker. Oh, I think the time for triples and overs has expired. But he is gonna run right into Simons. They are gonna get a trade. And then it's going to be Suspense finding kill number 34. The man's had an absolute blinder and gets another stick for a Grenadier. 5 grenade kills out of his 35. Suspense is frying right now. And oh my lord, if he'd killed Bastos, I don't know what I would have done.
You would have been gone. That would have been it. We would have
oh my god, I would have died.
No! 2 minutes left of this map, and it is looking very solid right now, James, for who we have going. But Slink is not in an unsurmountable position. He is on 27. A couple guys on 26 as well. Simons is on 26. Finners, it's looking very unlikely for Finners at this point, but I'm glad that he keep going. Stalker, he's also got a bit of an uphill battle if he wants to get through as the 4th place player for this round. Oh, a nice read there by Suspense. He saw the jump around coming instead of the drop. OS is up. Finners will put that in his back pocket, but he'll go down to Stalker, so that is now dropped on the ground. Who is going to be able to pop that? I do not know. And it looks like it might have been Niso, but Niso's kind of unaware that that OS is on the ground, I imagine.
Yeah, that might be something to look out for. Is it still there? That's the real question. Oh, please. Please! Okay, Stalker. Oh, my days, please. Oh, God, it was hurtful to watch that. Just not able to get that final bullet. Suspense, 38 kills, and with a minute to go, should be winning this map. Gets a double. Can he find even more? Goes on the chow, misses another attempt at a stick. The man's just got like he almost spawns with 2 plasmas at this rate. Just been finding plasmas absolutely everywhere. Now, Slink playing a little bit of getting lost in the back base. Fridge for suspense. Where can he go? Through util for Nisso, going into blue base. 41 kills for suspense. But if we look at the overall leaderboard, Bastos is going to go through. Ash and Reese should be going through as well. Nisso should be, and then suspense should be the other one as well. Unless Slink, nah, I mean, no one's far enough. Nisso, actually, how many was Nisso ahead? Nisso was 5 kills ahead of Simons, and 6 kills ahead of Slink, and 7 ahead of Stocker. So, Slink, Simons, yeah, Nisso should be fine on the 32 kills. But that is going to do it! Suspense 43 kills. They're going to lock in the losers round 2, along with Bastos, Nisso, and Ash and Reese, I believe, unless I have completely pooched it. But I don't believe I have.
No, I think you're about right there, James. So let's look at the stats for this first map first as we go through this. So lots of assists coming through from someone like Simons, along with, you know, a pretty over average amount of deaths. I think he was trying to just catch up so much. He was just being a little bit too aggressive. But him and Stocker here at the bottom of the leaderboard. But as we push up to this little kind of middle section, we have 4 kills between the 5th and 2nd place person. So 31, 32, 32, 34, 35. And suspense.
Yeah.
The little bit of the dark horse here in this one. I mean, again, we've seen him play a lot of Halo, but coming in here after week 1 and week 2, coming with the 1st place positioning against a roster like this, pretty damn impressive. He should be very happy with himself.
Yeah, and I'm excited to kind of see how these guys push on, right? And like it's kind of the same as it was in the previous map. The middle bit is like really close, and then there's kind of like generally someone at the bottom and generally someone kind of at the top. But guys, what we're going to do, we're going to throw to a quick break. When we come back, it's winners round 1. So we're going to go with the top 8 FFA players over the last 3 weeks. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Weapon within the snipe. Watch the repels coming behind him. Great turn by Ninja, but can only get a trade. Another great body shot, another body shot following out. A great read coming out from Desire with that repulse, able to time it perfectly. They know
want to be pulling flags as quickly as they have been. Maybe catch a couple of them down, and you can start piecing together. That is a huge shot from Mighties, as it was a line them up quickly and take them down. And Mighty's just showing off, turns around 180 on Snipe Drone, says, you're going to get a quadrant, I'm going to take you out. A little bit of a slower pace, but now that they're up against quadrant, they know they need to up that pace. And look at that snap out of the hair from Glory as he continues his run all the way back from the winner's final. We see it again. What a kill. The killing spree out with this sniper, and Glory goes back to work.
You see a little bit of a nice shot first of all, and a little bit of hope for this Cat Smile roster. Kicker getting a lovely little no-scope to finish off that double kill. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like actually
in order to get the double kill with that shock rifle, and then you follow it up, you stay focused and get that 3rd kill. That's how you use your equipment to your advantage. Now double kill again, Zove able to take out Septic and Flux back to back.
I mean, if Cynical can pull up on their kills, which it seems like they're managing to keep up roughly with this Hubbard's side, you do see Valerie's, 5 and 5, and Ranakin as well going in a triple kill.
you know how dangerous he is with this weapon.
Certainly is. Glory never has a day off, and it looks like he's going to continue trending. Knows someone's there, manages to find him. Lovely stuff here. Glory takes him down, going to try and get away, and if he survives with this snipe, this will be absolutely huge and able to get B. That's going to be another question here, but does eventually lose that snipe. 2 down currently for Quadrant. Jumbo's also down on foe, but Mighty does get cleaned up there. Nicely done. Gets taken from behind, but the beat down doesn't get it perfect, but SLG takes down Chick, and a nice little double there. 3 down for foe, and this is going to be a perfect time for them to get B back. was hoping to reset C, but they won't be able to get there in time. The entire team, 3 members going around dummies, 1 going around back C to underpasses. All on his Larry here, Harpers. We're going to see what Chick's going to do.
Chick able to get a little quick peek shot onto SOG to force that waste of ammo, but him being so isolated has forced him to go down. Fortunately, on the flip side of things, his 2 teammates, Wuta and Mighty, is able to win the battle on A, but all Quadrant are going to do is rotate. Fight kind of truly benefiting Quadrant at that stage. Some beautiful shots from Mighty's to take down SLG and keep control of this map here. Custom Pistol coming to work once again. Glory doing some crazy business. The beautiful strafe out of him to stay alive away from Wooten. Gets a second onto Jibbo as well. And he so freely roams around this map, doing so much damage over and over again. Does eventually get taken out, but it wasn't for, apart from trying, to say the least. This contention will come in. You've got to think that Mighty's going to fall here. He does. The contention, though, still staying strong as Wooten somehow sneakily caps that B away.
2 down again for Foe there. Respawn cycles a little bit skew with at the moment, but looking to try and recover. All 3 members going from dummies to C. At least establish some kind of control. Good stuff there from Jimbo, just to give himself a little bit of leeway and hold on to C control, but Snartron eventually takes him down. 3 dead for Quadrant. SLG just trying for dear life to stay alive. Almost takes down Woodson, but Woodson stands his ground, or holds his ground rather. Camo is up. Who's going to contest it? I love this play from Mighty. He realises that it just needs to flank around because he hasn't got the numbers. And Woodson cleans up Seeker, trying to see if there's any more on the prowl as he does get behind. He's making some great reads here.
He really is, and that's given Foe a nice bit of control and the camo in their pocket. Don't know who has camo on the map currently, as I don't think it was burnt. But Foe with control, triple capping in just a moment. They have to get rid of Snipe Drone in the tower. He's been such a nuisance here. Still alive, gets a pick onto Chick as well. So his information of where he is will be given out. Can he take Mighty's down as well? He can. He's still alive in this tower, eventually taken down by Mr. Jimbo with that camo. SLG hits the body shot as well with the sniper. The B here will be flipped in favour of Quadrant, but a nice little run from Foe. They haven't given them the lead just yet. It's SLG doing what SLG does with that sniper rifle. Takes down a weak shield player with a lovely body shot, 180 for him. Does take down his former teammate Chick as he tries to slide through the pillar door. And now initiated will a collapse will come onto B, but Snipe Drone falling early is going to give Foe the opportunity to cap that and gather some more points.
Well, SLG is flaring up on the server nicely. Misses on that last shot, but still almost took him down with a bandit. That's all 4 members down now for Quadrant, and this could be a time for them to see what they can do. Is Woodham now looking to see if he can get an angle. All 3 points now taken by Foe, and a few shots laid into Snipe Drone here. He's doing a lot of great work so far, being very proactive around the map, and this is exactly what we want to see. Currently going 11-6, might have gone 10-6 as well. And now they've got the QT, so let's hear how things... I think Woodton's probably one of the worst people to... or most annoying people to give it to, rather. As he's just biding his time, just baiting out this entire team to see what he can do. Jimbo does take down 1, which is going to be huge. I like that as well with the beat down, then just going straight into B. Chick has been cleaned up. And doesn't... finally does get cleaned up in the end, though. But SLG, a good kill from him again. It's going to be a 2v2 scenario. All 4 down now for Foe, and this is the time for Quadrant to shine and get all these points back, or at least get B and establish something on scene.
It's a good run, though, coming out from Foe, gathering themselves around a 40-point lead. That could be huge, but Seeker and SLG find themselves kills of their own. Seeker gets a double in hunt for the triple kill. It was going to be Mighty's, who ends up falling to the bandit of Glory. You'll know where the spawners are coming as that A push starts to come in, but SLG lingering with that camo, waiting for his teammate to Glorious to come in. No reset onto A. It does eventually come in courtesy of a teammate, but this triple cap is now very dangerous as these points start to surmount very quickly here. SLG still has a bit of camo left, being a complete nuisance. As Foe know they have to shut him down, but still kills ticking up in favor for SLG. Chick will fall as well as they try to take down C, and throughout the whole time we're talking, this Quadrant side have taken the lead and have maintained this triple cap. This is the most dangerous Quadrant we're looking at.
Certainly is. They've got all 3 points still so far. The point count is just tallying up as things go. Seeker with the double just going to make matters worse. And one member's on the open side. They're trying to just stop the bleeding and get A, but Seeker's just been a tough nut to crack here. The Snipe Drone, will he be able to clean him up? Yes, he does. Surprisingly, Woodham able to win that little scuffle with the double. And SLG, he's been a real nightmare with the snipe earlier. And he's going to continue to be a nightmare. I'm surprised the trade didn't come out, but Chick trades him out anyway. It's Jimbo looking to see if he can rotate around to Nest. Finds one. Oh, and just
Great
barely
shots.
able to get Snipe Drone out on that bridge. A perfect shots coming out from him. 2 down for Quadrant. And this will be a time for them to try and at least stop the bleeding a little bit further. Managed to get 2 of the points. Let's see how it goes from here.
SOG trying to be a sneaky boy through that pillar door. Spots that nice and early. Glory does trade one out, but with his teammates falling around him, he eventually goes down. So it's Foe's turn to see if they can put a triple cap on the board. We see Mighty's flying forward. Spawners will come out a little bit awkwardly, but SLG living there on scoreboard has forced Mighty to overextend slightly. Expect him to fall momentarily. He's doing such a good job living, but Snipe Drone scatters him with nades. And that's going to force him to go down. Double cap still in favour of Foe. Slightly inching their way towards equalising the scoreline. But with that rotation that came in from Quadrant, it's landed them a nice little camo. You see how much work SLG has done with it previously. Just hovering on the edge of this A. Great shots from Chick. Great support work coming out from Mighty's in the shot. He's going to shut this camo down. They're able to flip A for C. And now they kind of have the ideal 2 cap setup holding this A and B side. A great shot though again from Mighty's. He seems to be catching the back of Quadrant so often.
Seems to be the running trend at the moment for Mighty. Finds these weaknesses and exploits it heavily, just damaging Quadrant's chances to close this game number 1. But look how close it is currently here, Hop. It's now 209 to 200. Foe's looking to try and tie it up and overtake. And let's see how Seeker's going to go about this. He's just been a bit of a pain on C. He's done quite a bit of damage. Glory's got 1, so a little bit of leeway here for Quadrant. As they're now going to be rotating back around. A has now been secured. B is also looking to be secured as well. Seeker's taking down Woodham. And this is not looking too good now for Foe. If they get clean slayed once or twice more, then this will be victory here in game number 1 for Quadrant.
It's a really good job though from Seeker to be such a nuisance, forcing Foe to turn around and give so much space for his team to actually get...
Right, sorry about that. I just realised I just completely butchered our tweet. Anyway, let's go ahead, James. We are going in here with round number 2. So we have the scores from round 1, right? So it looks like we had a couple people progress. Do you want to go through that?
Sure. We had Bastos finish on 82 kills. He was the winner. Ashen Reese on 78, Suspense on 75, Nisso on 69. Nice. Those 4 guys progressed, and it was Slink on 66, Simons on 61, Stocker on 56, and Finners on 55. So, yeah. Great round 2 from Finners, but unfortunately was not quite enough, I'm afraid. But yeah.
Not quite enough, but yeah, it's worth pointing out Bastos did such a good job in round 1, it didn't even matter that he didn't manage to push it through into that round 2, so... yeah, I guess great job by him. I was honestly quite just amazed by Suspense's performance in that second round. He should be well happy with that. So yeah, let's see if when we catch up with those guys in a second how well they do. But we're going to move into winners round 1.
Yep.
So this is going to be a pretty nice place to be. Let me just make sure I know which map we're going to be starting off with. I believe we're starting with an Aqua this time, and then the second map is going to be Starboard.
Ooh, I'm excited. Hey, I also, I'm excited to see how this goes. Right, like top 8, the best, or the ones who played all 3 weeks can also be, but the best over 3 weeks, right? That's why we get that. I'm hearing we have 7 players in the lobby read, so we're almost there.
Yes, I believe we're waiting for one more person. I'm just trying to work out who that is.
I think it's Delulu is what I'm hearing in my ears.
Delulu. Okay.
Come on, Delulu. Someone call them in. Get them in here. Ring them up. Harass their WhatsApp.
Anyway, I want to ask your opinion about Starboard a little bit. We did chat in the pre-show a little bit about it, but maybe not everybody managed to catch that. So Starboard is going to be the second map for this round. We're going to concatenate people's kills and assists and deaths between both of these maps. Add them together, that will make up this losers round 1. Winners round 1. Get that right.
So you start with losers, and suddenly the whole show just
out of the window
blows. Yeah, mine's gone.
So yeah, Starboard was kind of brought in as like a midship-esque clone, right? But it's quite a lot bigger. It's got a much more open kind of central area. You've got the overshield that spawns up top middle, kind of like where the energy sword would in like a midship. And then you've got like kind of an industrial style midship that kind of surrounds the outside with a couple more kind of underside areas than you would have got traditionally. And it works a little bit better. I think it works really well for FFA from our testing just because of how distant the spawns are. But you also have the ability to get those kills impacted across the map, which is great. All right. Do you want to give me your feedback on the map, actually? I'll maybe get your
I'm hearing we have 8, so we're going to jump in. So my quick feedback on the map is that I love the kind of 2 points, I guess they're towers, that have like the bit where you can drop down and then you can actually like ride the grav well back up. So there's some good ability to outplay because you can go like up and down on either side. I don't know what my hands are doing. You can go like up and down on either side. Which is quite cool. And obviously then kind of like the raised bit going up towards the OS. And of course there's a ginormous pit in the middle. So don't fall in the pit of death. But mate, I'm going to quickly run through the 8 people who are here. Tempt, Percussion, Millsy, Little Ugly Shane, Delulu, Drax, Chaos, and Being. That's a pretty strong top 8.
Is a very strong top 8. I'm excited to see which of these players is going to be the strongest. I'm expecting. I want to say Millsy should take it, but yeah, I don't know. I think with players of this caliber, it just depends what side of the bed they wake up on, James. Like, honestly, sorry, a couple of resets here, some visual bugs people are telling me about. We want to make sure that everyone has a fair opinion here. James is just laughing his ass off.
Mate. No, I'm just laughing because it keeps like cutting to and then only showing 7 players. So we keep having to come back.
Yeah, no, we're good. So I think Perk can perform very, very well. We saw him have a couple mares in some of our previous rounds. I think he bottom fragged some of them, but then other ones he ended up kind of just running away with the show, right? So he's going to be a bit of an unknown. The Lulu as well, we've seen improve vastly across this. Week 1, they did very badly, and then round 2 they did. Week 1 they did very badly, and then week 2 they did struggle a little bit, but they managed to ultimately grab a decent amount of points. I want to say they came 2nd and 1st in a couple of those, and then everybody else on this board, I mean, they're in the winners for a reason, right? Either one of them. And I think, I don't know if you saw last week, I know you said you were watching from your hotel room, or sorry, this week.
This week, last week was 4 days ago.
Last Wednesday. But Being on Livefire just went off on an absolute demon. Like, he was just pushing everybody to the wayside. People like Bastos, they just couldn't get anywhere near him.
Yeah, it was seriously impressive. I bet he's a bit miffed that we took Livefire out, but actually when we did our testing yesterday, right, we played all 4 maps, and Livefire was objectively the worst one. So, yeah. That's why we're not playing it today.
Yeah, we took a risk throwing in Starboard and throwing in Interference, but I think they work out, so we'll see how they go. But we're going to focus on Aqua here for this first one, and I'm going to want a prediction from you, James. Give me what you got.
Okay. Now we have time for a prediction. I think... Tempt, Percussion, Millsy, Chaos.
I'm going to take your exact prediction there, James. I'm going to remove Percussion and I'm going to put in Being. That's mine.
All right.
Yeah.
I got to mark down who I chose now.
Oh, just so you get it, just so you can prove that you got it right when we get round to it.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to start on the board here with Delulu. A little bit of an unknown in the scene when we got into this one, but they've performed outstandingly in our FFAs and have played every single week, so I'm hoping that they can keep themselves on the board for this one when they're playing against players of this caliber. Now we're going to move across to Percussion, the player that I think could do very, very well, but they're going to have to be in the mood for it. They're going to have to be being on their A game if they want to go well with this. Connor has the Heatwave in the back pocket, runs up upon Shane here inside util, does end up with a trade. That's good enough for him, so I'm glad he's ended up with that one. Drax is playing around OS side. This is my favourite side of the map to play on, especially in FFA. There's just a little bit more action going on. You can grab yourself a couple more third parties, make a little bit more progression on the board. Maybe you'll die a few more times, but if you've got a good, decent kill lead, it won't really matter at all.
Whoa!
And, ooh, a nice showing there by Percussion.
Yeah, really good shot. Percussion going to get a double. Can he find a triple? There's a chance for an overkill as well, and he's going to get on the board straight away. It's 1 minute in, and he's got an overkill, and it looks beautiful. Can he find 5? He gets the killing spree 360, and Percussion off to an absolute flyer as we keep up 100% record of having an overkill in every map, because oh my god, what a start that was. Woo!
I sat there and I told Perk, you know, you're going to have to show up if you want to play against these big boys, and he fucking goes ahead and does it, James. Nice start there for him. I hope he's able to maintain that lead as we go into map 2 after this one, but focusing on this one for now, it is very, very even across the board, James. We have a delta of just 4 kills between top and bottom of the leaderboard in this one, and it is going to make every single kill count. OS is going to come up. A nice kill there in the fridge side by Tempt, even though he was only on 1 HP, but being grabs himself that overshield as it comes up. He's hoping to get a third party in here. Won't manage to get both of them, but will manage to get one and get Shane as he tries to third party himself. But Connor will shut down that overshield, and that'll be a nice little cleanup for him.
Oh my days. Woo! Mate, I'm still buzzing off that perk overkill. Good lord. What a start that was. Went from 0 to 5 pretty much instantly. Good nade. Oh, that is a perfect nade on to Chaos as well. Percussion though is gonna go down. Delulu gonna find his way into a kill on to Little Ugly Shane.
We're now in a delta of 4 kills here, James. This is just getting tighter and tighter as we get on with this one.
Is it not 3 between 6 and 9?
Damn, we're now into 3. That changed as I was even speaking.
Yeah, it is going to be Drax, though, in the lead. We have a drop, for sure, because there's only 7 people in this lobby. I think it's Shane who dropped, so yeah, that's going to ruin his chances. But after you know, X amount of seconds or whatever, we're not doing a restart anyway. So Shane going to have to come back for map number 2, and hey, still has a losers round 2 to get it done anyway.
He can rejoin.
Oh, he can rejoin, right? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully he can, but yeah, it is gonna definitely hurt ye old score unless he gets back real quick. But yeah, still has a losers round 2 if he's not able to join back in. Of course, there is a map number 2, but if you lose 8 or 9 minutes, it is going to be a little bit difficult, Reed.
Indeed, but let's get a little bit of a focus on now, James. Overshield is about to spawn up. A couple of players vying for control over that. A nice little third party here coming from Connor. Managing to get some nades down on Delulu. Will stop Delulu from bagging that one, and actually he'll walk away with it himself. So a perfect little spree there. He did kind of run out in the open a little bit, but it paid off in the end, so cannot really complain from me. He is lagging behind a little bit on kills, but if he can make a good effective use of this overshield, as he will struggle a little bit against Perk, but ends up with it anyway. He needs to make the action happen. Stick doesn't come through to Tempt. Tempt will get away with that one. We have a little bit of a lead going here for Delulu, in fact. Said that player that kind of came a bit out of nowhere, but I'm loving it. Milsey was our favourite, I think, going into this one, James, between me and you. And it is 14 kills now to go. Sorry, 15 on the board for him.
To go.
Sorry, ignore what I just said.
Well, neither of us had Delulu, who also has 15 kills. Yeah, great start. Perk with 10 assists as well, which is actually like pretty nutty. Yeah, it's kind of slowing down. It's also playing a little weird, right? Because there's only 7 players, so you have just an iota. You have 1/8 more space on this map to try and just kind of get away or work out what's going on, as Delulu does have the heat wave. And that is going to be Drax, but it's Perk who's going to go down though. And then it's Chaos going to find Millsy. And he is on 15, but Millsy is on 20 kills. So I don't blame you, Reed, for calling out Millsy early, because he is absolutely stonking this. But Delulu gonna try and find a kill. How does that end up with a trade, bro? How with the heat wave? But hey, Millsy gonna find a way to get that trade going in the heat wave. Still gonna have about 3 or 4 hard lights left. I don't know what. I know the ammo is hard light, but what are the bullets called? Hard light bullets? Hard light lights? Lights? Nah.
Light?
I don't know, man.
Light.
Yeah, Percussion has an overshield though, and he's gonna find a kill onto Delulu. And yeah, there's we're just over halfway. That was sneaky by Being to try and do the ninja. Is not going to work though, but Chaos gonna find the kill. But it's Millsy with 22, Delulu with 19, Chaos with 18, Perk and Tempt along with Being and Drax at the bottom of the pile. Being with 12 assists, just not able to finish off his kills. Bit of, was that almost body shooting from Chaos right there onto Tempt? I'm not 100% sure.
Connor, body shooting? No, never.
Never.
Anyway,
Never
a little
would.
bit of lead has been established here, as you mentioned, James, for Delulu, Millsy, and Chaos. These guys are looking like they're going to be the top 3 from this map. Again, we're going to have to concatenate scores between both maps, but Drax, Being, Perk, and Tempt are all hanging around the same number of points, 14, 13.
Oh!
And I'm thinking this is looking pretty even, this score. It's looking a little bit more even than that last round that we had, James, but a good showing from all of these players, and no one's really lagging behind. And I think that's what we want to see from an FFA. We want to see that kind of good mental attitude maintained throughout the entire tournament. And that kind of... You need it, right? Because you need to be on it every single second of the day, right? It's not like a 4v4 where you can rest up, kind of focus on whatever objective you've got. You need to be getting kills every single second. I think we said, was it every 20 seconds roughly was when you wanted to be getting a kill if you wanted to kind of average out on top of one of these lobbies? So that really, if you include the kind of respawn time, does not leave you any time to think.
No, exactly. You got to be on it like a car bonnet. That's for sure. As Millsy gonna find Perk hiding in bottom mid, Being heading towards this overshield, is gonna get naded out though. And Chaos, he's gonna get shot by Millsy as well, who's just on extreme overwatch. And look at the whole lobby has basically died, and Perk's managed to die and come back and get this overshield before anyone else was able to pick it up. And you can see Percussion is gonna find Millsy in the end. Chaos trying to throw nades, trying to find space, trying to just find any way out of it. But Tempt's going to find a double. It is Perk with that OS, as it is going to run out. But he is going to find the reversal onto Bing. Millsy and Delulu getting trades. A beautiful, perfect piv from Perk as well, as he's going to find Chaos. Hello. But Millsy going to clean up Perk for kill number 34. But Perk is not here to mess around. The man has 23 kills, has to find so many kills though. Being's on 14 assists and Perk's on 15. And Perk's making awesome plays, but needs to just get kills normally, right? Like, has to stack up to Millsy and Chaos, who are on 35 and 30 apiece. Granted, there is another round. A beautiful stick gonna confirm that from Perk. As Tempt, oh my god, how does Tempt win that on 1 HP? He's gonna get the heat wave. He's gonna go down immediately to Chaos. But mate, this is hectic, Reed. Woo! Damn.
I'm loving all the action we're seeing this game, James. I mean, Millsy, yeah, kind of expected this from him, but Connor, I expected to be close behind, but maybe not this close behind. If he can manage to get a few more kills and just take over that little bit of a lead, I think that was Cass's curse coming out there from me, as he does lose that little pit.
Unbelievable.
I'd love to see how we do it. It looks like Shane has rejoined the lobby. He's been trying to get in for a little while, I know, but he's finally in. So So if he can just get a few more kills on the board, he is at a bit of a disadvantage, right? But you know, he's only half the kills of being in Drax, and he's already gaining one. Go on, Shane. I'm on Team Shane for this one, James.
He only lost 7 entire minutes out of 12. So if he can find, yeah, it's actually wild that he is like half as many kills as Tempt, and he's literally played less than half the game. That's actually bizarre. But Shane, if he, yeah, genuinely, if he can find like 5 or 6 kills, at least, then he might have a decent shot. But Delulu is going to take him down. Yeah. Sorry, Shane. Every time we talk about him, he seems to die. So let's just not talk about him.
Yeah, he's a Shane kid. I don't know.
Yeah, it is going to be Drax, though, who does go down in that 1v1 to the unknown player. But it is Millsy and Chaos, who happen to be in the high 30s. Percussion, he's going to find 30 as well, which is exactly what we talked about, right? We talked about Percussion needing to find kills. We talked about him needing to convert that damage, which is exactly what he's done. Delulu's going to move to 30 as well. Chaos on 37. Millsy on 39. You can see Tempt 27 now, being in Drax 22. They've got some work to do. And the unnamed player at the end on 14 kills as well.
Yeah, less than 30 seconds to go here, James, and I am excited to see if Connor can overtake Millsy here. He's 2 kills behind her. Overkill for Delulu in the chat box. We didn't manage to get an eyes on that, but we will be watching him now. Can he make it into a kill? Oh, it doesn't quite come through. He doesn't get it, but he does end up dropping, and he is now sitting quite comfortable on 35 kills here, James, but 2 kills still separate Connor and Millsy. Doesn't look like Connor's going to be able to make that addition. Does the kill come through at the end from Tempt? Not quite. There we have a wrap up there for map 1. 40 kills for Millsy, 38 for Connor, and a bunch of other kills for everybody else. But that doesn't really matter, because we have to go into map 2 here, James, as we work out who's going to be progressing through this round.
Yes, of course. And yeah, a great start. Like, super unlucky for Shane, right? Like, so, like I said, Chaos with 38. Delulu dropping 35 as well. Perk getting that 31. And yeah, going down the list, Temp 28, yeah, being 23, Drax 22, and it's just unlucky for Shane that he only came back, but still ended up only 5 kills behind Drax. So, absolutely fair play to, as soon as we stopped talking about him, he got 7 kills. He got 7 kills in like 2 minutes. So, mad lad.
Yeah, I mean, I expected Shane to be kind of out of this one, if I'm being honest, as he kind of struggled to get back into the lobby. But honestly, it's very possible.
He is still 11 kills behind Tempt. So he's still, wait, no, he's 14 kills behind Perk. So there's still some work that he has to do to be able to get through.
The man on Trash Can Esports knows what he's doing, James. He has the ability to do this. And this is a little bit of a new map. So these guys are all kind of on even footing here. With the exception of maybe Suspense and... not Suspense. Suspense is not in this lobby. Simons. With the exception of Simons, who did...
who's also not in this lobby.
We had Simons? We did not. James, you know I'm losing my mind. Being was the one in this lobby that managed to try this map
Being
out
was in this lobby
Being
with us.
has a little bit of experience going into this one. But as we start off here with this, I'm going to have to pull out my mid-sheet call-out map here, James.
Yeah, you might want to share that with me, because I am clueless. This is what I call tower. Like, this is top tower. You can see the grav lift. Everyone's just using the grav lift. What is this? Guys, what are we doing here? Delulu is gonna find Tempt, but that's, yeah, this is what I call top tower, top yellow, I guess, because there's 2 towers, right? Because it's a symmetrical map, and then bottom yellow. I don't know if they're both yellow though. That's kind of big problem. But yeah, while you pull that up, I'm just gonna waffle on. Perk has 3 kills. Drax has 3 assists. You can see someone was listening to you, Reed. You can see the OS from Delulu in the Shroud Shield. He's going to get that and run. So great strategy. Kind of the only strategy, because you can see people already looking towards OS, starting to fire on it as well. Is Millsy gonna go down? Oh, this is... I guess this is red tower then. Is it red and blue tower? Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
I think that's
this
how we
is
should be
red
going,
tower.
James.
Yeah. This is red top. Nah, we're gonna go red. Nah, red tower. We're gonna YOLO this a little bit. But Delulu gonna eat the nade. Millsy gonna find a beautiful double kill. That looks like a disruptor pistol as well. Yeah, Millsy on 7 and 2 right now, and Chaos on 7 and 3. Both leaders in the last game, looking to continue on, Reed.
Indeed, we do. I'm trying to find callouts, but we ain't got them from for us, James. There is also a shock rifle on this map, which is a slight little addition we haven't really seen from an FFA. So I'd like to see that get used with some abilities. The problem with this map, James, is the rotations. If people are doing the rotations, they'll come through very, very quickly indeed. So you got to be always careful of that next player that's going to be pushing into you off that fresh spawn. Now, it's looking like a pretty even start here for most people. People are trying to get the gist of it, and I think they're just about getting there. Shane got a little bit stuck there on the side of the map, but that's fine. Drax does manage to have the overshield in hand. Can he perform any wonders with it? Let's have a look. Nice use of the vents here to get himself away. And he does get chased down by the overshield, and down he goes.
Yeah, beautiful chase down the vents. Gonna be a couple of plasmas for Drax, who's gonna almost eat his own nade. And then Shane just gonna have like almost the pixel peek to find it. Shane has to get so many kills in this round to have a shot. But of course, if you do not win in winners round 1, bottom 4 in this FFA will move to the losers round 2. Where we have Bastos, Ashen Reef, Suspense, and Nisso already waiting in anticipation for Aqua and Rig, or Interference, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, Delulu lagging behind at the moment. Does need to kind of get a move on, right? Like, don't want to be left out. They are in need of some kills, so. Yeah, they got to make sure that they need at least, what, 7 more than Tempt to go through. So, yeah, Tempt also not fragging that much either. So, it might be alright, Reed.
I hope.
A little
it's
ugly
all right,
Shane,
James.
though. Top of the leaderboard. Shock rifle headshot in the feed. Gets the triple. And can he find the over? No, because Chaos gets him in the end. But a little ugly Shane... He needs kills, and my god, Reed, he is finding them.
Yeah, I'm loving this effective movement by him. Just trying to get himself up above Perk, I believe he said he had to overcome from that first map, which is fine.
Yes,
the overshield is still up. We saw a couple players try and go for it, but fail. We now have Shane managing to bag himself the shroud, but he gets pushed up upon by Being, so Being will in fact manage to get away with that, but I don't know if he actually picked up the shroud or not. He did, but he wasted it. He didn't use it on the overshield. He had to use it to live up, which was fine, and it looks like we have somebody also going for the overshield now. The shock does get picked up, but not much is done with it, and now Perk with the overshield probably should win this fight here against Delulu.
Delulu's actually going to get pounced on by Shane! Shane! Oh my god! Got rid of the OS and all. And Shane is actually halfway in the lead of the lead he needs to have. He needs to have a 15 kill lead to confirm it, or 14 and hope he has more assists over Perk. But Perk had a massive amount of assists in game 1. So, gonna need to do some work there. Shane, gonna find Delulu as well. Chaos gonna go down. We're gonna go on board. First man to 20. Unfortunately, Perk is getting kills though. Oh, and Shane can't quite find Being. And a bit awkward from Chaos as well. I did see Tempt about a minute ago fall through the gap in the middle of the map. So that is a little bit awkward. But Tempt, 5 kills ahead of Delulu. And this could be a real problem for Delulu if they don't if he doesn't start finding kills, because he is not that many kills in front of Tempt. He is only 7 kills in front of Tempt. So that's going to be a real problem, as Tempt is now 6 kills up. So Delulu has got to find some heads real soon. Chaos going to find a double. Millsy just going to, you know, sneak one in while he can. But yeah, Delulu as much as your map 1 was amazing, your map 2 could really come to haunt you if you don't sort it out straight away. But that's going to be a beautiful headshot onto Perk, who is catching Shane, but still 8 kills back. Oh, mate, this is, well, this could be close by the time it gets to the end read.
I mean, yeah, I'm just loving the scoreboard right now. I'm just absorbing all of the information. I'm just literally trying to watch how each of these players can manage to grab themselves through into the grand finals and not get pushed down to losers round 2. But, oh, nice use of a repulsor, but the stick still comes through. Shane still ends up going down, but he got the trade, so lucky for him for that one. Now, as I said, this is a midship inspired map. It has been in ranked. We have seen it being played by quite a few of the professional players, but even more so than midship, the middle of this map is just an absolute death zone. I mean, you can kind of see that these players are all playing around the edges. A couple people are getting themselves into the bottom sides of the towers just to kind of regain a little bit of health before they come out for a fight again. But honestly, you just need to keep your eyes looking to the sides, finding those players that are a little bit weak, taking them out, and that's how you're going to elevate yourself up and walk away with this one. But yeah, shock rifle in hands of Shane. Shane is now on 28. He is absolutely storming through this one. He's got time to make up, and he's making it up for sure. He doesn't manage to connect any of the headshots though, so gonna have to make that somewhere else, James.
Yeah, and Delulu watches. Delulu has doubled his kills since we last talked about him, so he should be safely into the grand final. It must be said. Yeah, Perk. The magic number is 14, and Shane is currently 10 ahead of Perk. So, a little bit of work to do still. 4 minutes to go. It's not impossible, but an overkill would be real helpful right about now, seeing as we have not had one in this map yet. And we are so far 3 from 3. Perk gonna find a kill, but Tempt's gonna put him in the bin. Being gonna put him in the bin, and Shane gonna find Drax. Millsy gonna get shot, but it's gonna be Shane that gets shot in the back from Chaos. These guys just confirming their... Oh, that's a horrible miss from Chaos. Oh, really needed to hit that. Not saying I would, guys. Don't worry. Not saying I would hit that, but you need to hit that.
I would hit that.
Especially when he's sliding away. Yeah. M and K, sure. I'll take the buff, but... Oh, it's... Yeah, one thing I'm already noticing is maybe no one gets to 40, although there is still a lot of time, and Millsy gonna try and challenge Shane, but that's not gonna work. Gonna be able to get... Oh, you don't... Oh, no! Shane, not like this! The shock rifle needs a reload as well. Oh, my days.
We've yet to see anybody super effectively use this shock rifle. I don't think I've seen an actual kind of perfection headshot come through with it yet, so I'm hoping.
Yeah, Shane had part of his triple in the kill feed. Was that he had he had two headshots. I don't know if they were perfects, but he definitely had 2.
Well, let's see if that can continue. Connor does have it in hand still, I believe, so maybe he can claw a couple more points off with it. Delulu with a couple double kills there ends up going down to Tempt from across the side of the map. And Shane's on the chase, can't quite find the person he is chasing. He does catch up with Tempt and ends up perfecting him. So, yeah, even though Tempt did actually get the jump on Shane, you know, he just shrugs that off and walks away with it. 6 seconds left for that overshield.
Yes, and Shane 10 kills up over Perk again. So needs to find some kills so bad. Make that 12. Oh my days. Won't have the same amount of assists though. So needs to find at least another 3 kills over Perk if he's going to get this done. But Perk's going to win the battle against Shane. And with 1:40 left, that could be so important in terms of who goes to this grand final. Millsy on 30 kills. He's stamping the card, going through customs. Chaos, 27. He's going to be going as well if it stays like this. Delulu should be going. Actually, I don't know. Delulu being in Drax need to beat him by 13 kills. Okay, Delulu should be stamping and going. Oh my god, Shane, 14 kills up. Needs to find 1 more. And not have Perk get kills. There's 1 minute to go. Are we about to see the greatest comeback in FFA history after disconnecting for 7 minutes of map number 1. He's got a 14 kill lead still. He's got to find one. He gets a double and it's on to Perk. He has a 15 kill lead. Oh my days. There's 30 seconds to go. Perk can't find a kill. Shane's got to find some more. And he's going to find assists. Oh no. He can't find one. That might have locked it in. But there's 24 seconds to go. Perk goes down as well. Shane, he might have managed to save the bacon. No, he just can't find kills. He has to find one. Tempt doesn't go down either. There's 10 seconds, but Perk's dead as well. I think this is it. There's a double kill for Chaos, and unless Perk can find a kill off spawn, it's not gonna matter. And Shane, dropping 41, is gonna perform a miracle and make the winners grand final. What was that? Oh my days. Oh,
I don't even know what I was watching, James.
Oh my god.
Shane in the chat, did I get through? I think you did, dude. I think you did.
My
We'll confirm in a second, but I think
Let
you did,
me
James.
Oh my god. I actually cannot believe. Oh my god. I'm running some personal numbers to have a look, but it looks like he beat Perk by 1 kill.
That damage, James.
Admin is checking. Admin is checking.
700 damage for Shane. A good 2k above basically the entire lobby below him. He made sure that he was gonna get through this one. And honestly, I just...
Oh my god. What was that, man?
So we'll get that confirmed for us. But just while we do that, I just want to shout out our sponsors for this one.
Yes.
So Machine and Nerve and Team VUELTA. Team VUELTA just released a brand new jersey. We do have that being showcased in our break. You can see that on our little ad reel. But if you want to kind of check that out a little bit more, please hop down to their Twitter. And if you want to thank them, feel free to thank them in responses to our Twitter as well. But they've been doing an amazing job. And I'm sorry, I'm just still kind of thrown away by what we just watched, James. I'm trying my best.
Still waiting. We're still waiting. But Jesus, mate, that finish. So, by my own personal calcs, I have Millsy and Chaos tying.
Oh, okay.
Not that it matters, right? They both make it. But so definitely top 3 is Millsy, Chaos, Delulu. And then, yeah, waiting admin confirmation, but that was absolutely bananas. He did officially make it by 1 kill.
I'm Team Shane.
He's going to the grand finals. Oh my god. So he finished on 58, Percussion on 57. These will obviously be confirmed, but this is what I have. Drax on 54, Tempt on 51, Bing on 50. But, mate, he dropped 41 kills after being out for 7 minutes. That's bananas. Every time we talked about him when he came back, he died. We stopped talking about him. He got 7 kills in 2 minutes in Aqua and then dropped a 41 bomb. But, whew, guys, we're going to throw to a break just to lower the heart rate. When we come back, losers round 2 to decide who joins Millsy, Chaos, Delulu, and Little Ugly Shane in the final. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Damn.
But Foe identifying the situation, push out towards B, clear out the Quadrant players on that site and able to take it back to their own. Snipe Drone being such a nuisance eventually falls, but Mighty's doing an even better job of living here, and Foe, they're just closing on down to this Quadrant lead, which felt almost out of reach at one stage, but Glory's trying to put this snipe to work. Foe take the lead at the last margin. This final hurdle is going to be huge. Can Foe hold on to it?
Oh, as if Glory's able to stay alive after that little scuffle. There's still 2 down now for Quadrant. It's really important corner from Glory. He's rotating all the back way around, but he's going to be caught there. He managed to get another one for the double. And he's looking to try and get the triple, but just a little bit too much. Wooten finally put a halt to the torture which he was trying to deliver there. But at least they made us put a stop onto B. But look at it though, only 5 points left remaining until Foe can secure this game 1 victory. But C's also being taken. They need to rotate over to A, but it looks like they're already prepared for it. It does get there, but we'll be finding one of the players already. But they need to get in this hill now, or else they're going to have no chance of taking it, and that is going to be it. Foe take game number 1 in a very tight-knit victory here. But we have to say though, the rotations from Mighty and Wootham's clutch factor definitely helped them to a very large degree during the entirety of that game number 1. If any team says, oh, they were cold at the start of the grand finals, that's their issue at the end of the day. But the only difference is that they may not have been playing in a tournament environment at the time, but they should at least be prepared. But it's one of those things. It was just one game. We'll see if Foe can continue on this trend with the victory here. As now, Foe looking to be pretty damn good in this series, early doors, and already Chick gets 1. Sniping Master taking on Wootham in the end. And now 2 down now for Foe, with Jimbo just coming up on a respawn. And Jimbo going 3-1. He seems to always have a really good start on recharge.
He does, and this start from Foe, absolutely huge. Maintaining that momentum they gathered in that first game victory. Can they keep it on going forward here? Left a very long Slayer game ahead. Psycho Wasika with some great shots and great movement in order for them to get that kill, get that trade off. 4-6, only 2 kill lead very early on here. Mighty's has found himself the shot, so he's the player to watch. Can he find any of the heads of Quadrant? And Quadrant have identified where he is, so Mighty's wisely backs down, but cannot escape the bandit of Seeker, who hunts him cautiously through that tower Persia. There's 3 players of Quadrant stuck towards the C and tower side. Seeker trying to push in, and he's being so hot in this start here on 3 and 2, matching the start that Jimbo has. Make that 4 and 2 with some beautiful shots as Quadrant take themselves into a lead.
Yeah, small lead, but a lead in itself. Great nades coming up. All 3 members are going to be there, but he gets taken down. There's so much damage. Someone needs to get in there, just collapse onto them. That's going to be 1 down. Seeker managed to find 1 in the end, but a double came out. My goodness, that could have been so much worse. That 1 nade, it must have done at least 150, 200 damage.
Mental.
Depending on how much shield was broken. And Mighty's now just having to back away. Gets a few shots onto A. Also gets the information required. But 3 down now for Quadrant. And it looks like Mighty's has the camo. So this is a great way for Foe to increase their lead.
It does. It's very back and forth here. 1 kill lead separates these 2 teams. Mighty's trying to check to see if he can spot that shot, because that's what he wants to get his hands on, but it's not up yet. Waiting for that to respawn as he rotates into bottom A with his teammates. SLG made light work of with that team shot. The read shell comes through as he's able to help Chick get that assist. And right now, Foe are finding plenty of holes. Just find themselves 2 kills, but on the other end of the field, I believe it was Sniper and Isika and worked their own magic, getting themselves kills, tying up the game at 17 kills per side. The shock is up, so I don't know who has grabbed that. I believe it's a member of the Quadrant team. But that will be a real pivotal point. Can they find any openings? Can they find any gaps? Because right now, Foe seems to have Quadrant read so well. They seem to be able to shimmy their way around the map and give themselves so much space.
I'm surprised it's the lead hasn't increased by so much, because Mighty did so much damage with that camo. Didn't see as many collapses as we would like, but again, got the info. Everyone around top control and around long. One's actually pushing. That's Seeker sneaking around into top gold there, and does manage to get away with it. Takes down Wootham. And Jimbo also taking down SLG. We'll stick with Jimbo's perspective just for a little bit to see exactly what mischief he's up to. Going to go through long, but decides to stay completely clear, as I don't blame him. Took a huge amount of damage there. Trade comes up between Glory and Chick. Sniper Joan and Jimbo also trade each other out. And Mighty finishes off Seeker. So this is good for Foe now. 4 kill lead. And they have to shock. And now we just need to decide how about see what their next motive's going to be.
Crazy how back and forth this is right now, but Foe definitely proving the point of why they deserve to be here. They've led for the majority of this game, and are continuing to do so. That 1 kill lead has gone to 3, but those 3 kills can be huge in the grand scheme of this game. Wooten looking to work a little bit more magic. 5, 6, and 9 start, so not too bad from him whatsoever. He's going to get caught out here in Whirlpool, maybe being a little bit overzealous and left Jimbo hang out to dry. 3 go down on the side of foe with Mighty's left caught in battery. Somehow gets away with a kill onto Snipe Drone and baits out Glory so hard. Glory's chasing that kill there. Has led to his teammates being put at deficit and enabling foe to keep that 1 kill lead.
Yeah, Glory's been known for doing that. Sometimes he can get a little bit over-aggressive or overzealous. It's in his nature, really, because he likes to try and create some surprise attacks. But I think at that range, at that distance, and that position, definitely uncalled for. But it's all right. We will have these moments, so to speak, so it's fine. As we switch over to Mighty, it barely died. 4 deaths compared to everyone else. And no, he's not baiting. He's just been supporting his team extremely well. Had to come out at one stage. Also, on top of things... And again, the Snipe Drone just staying alive, but providing that stability I mentioned before. Seeking Glory adding to the kill feed here. As one more Snipe Drone does get away, SLG takes down Mighty. And that's going to be 2 members of foe dead again. As Chick does take down Snipe Drone, but they're fighting for that 1 kill deficit. It's been neck and neck for the entirety here, all tied up almost, but now it's going to be 37 to 35, make that 36. Very hard to separate the two, no matter what power-ups or power weapons they've actually been able to gain in this matchup.
I mean, both teams have done such a good job at mitigating each team's, their opponent's opportunities in doing anything, identifying where that shock is at all times, and subsequently avoiding any headshots. I believe it's Snipe Drone who's got away with that camel. We'll have to see that it is, and this is going to be the playmaker. Jimbo finds that huge pick onto SLG. Is traded out. Snipe Drone working his way through, but caught out by the shock in the back. He has to stay alive here. Super important. It doesn't look like anyone in foe's in position to take him down. Wooten stuck in heaven. Great team shots coming out. Snipe Drone able to take him down subsequently. Jimbo will fall. Have they identified Chick at the bottom of A? And he's traded out, and that's a plethora of kills falling in favor of Quadrant at the final hurdle, 45 to 43. Mighty's once again last alive, decides to plant himself at that top glass area, see if he can catch out any of the Quadrant players. Starting to overextend just a moment. Jimbo is sat back C, and the pacing of this foe side is slowed down astronomically, but Snipe Drone reading the position of Jimbo perfectly as he was able to catch him out chasing Glories.
Well, 48 to 45 could just be a matter of time now unless foes step their game up, which they definitely could, but having to back away, it's going to be a trade out. Wooten managed to get 2, so it's now 49 to 47, but they've ended it quite quickly. They don't want any stalemates, they don't want any trades and whatnot. They just want to get it over and done with, and that's going to be 1 apiece here in this grand final.
Into a foe potentially looking for that bracket reset going forward as Jimbo tried to fly up that driveway early on. Let's back down to the nade. Snipe Drone will clean him up. And right now, remember that camera is on delay, so both these teams probably vying for more positioning based than anything else to set themselves up for potentially that camera grab, which will be popping in about 5 seconds.
I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not the biggest fan of Forbidden, but I want to see how it plays out at high tier plays. It might actually make me enjoy it a little bit more, because it's quite an interesting map. Obviously, the newest to the map pool if anyone's new to Infinite. But 3 down now for foe, and this is already looking pretty damn bleak here. And if they take that 1 player out around mid, which is going to be Chick, Death Cycle is going to be all in shambles here, as he's got camo, he's going to be picking that up, and Glory just going to stay alive with this ball and see if he can milk as much time as possible. But look where the players are here, Hop. You've got 2 around PD, you've got 1 on the ramp, and the problem is they're pushing in a 2v2 kind of situation, but if Snipe Drone keeps them distracted enough.
Hello everybody, how are we doing? Oh, James, that was so intense. I mean, I don't think I've even gotten over it yet. My heart is still beating. I'm on Team Shane, but we'll return to Shane and the rest of the gang as we get into the grand finals after this one. But let's focus on losers round 2 now, James. Who have we got?
At least he gets to have a rest for about half an hour. He gets to chill out. Jesus. Right, for us, losers round 2, it's Bastos, Ashenreese, Suspense, and Niso, who came from losers round 1. And it's, percussion, Drax, Tempt, and Being, who fall from winners round 1 into the losers round 2. Losers final, we could also call it, right? So yeah, we're going to go Aqua, and we're going to go Rig, or Interference, whatever you want to call it. But,
yeah. Well, let's not delay any time. Let's move straight on to it. So we have 8 players in this lobby. We have seen them all play so far. A couple from last round, the bottom 4 from the last round, and the top 4 from the round before.
Yep.
So we have Percussion, Drax, Tempt, Being, Bastos, Ashen Reese, Suspense, and Niso. So I feel like I'm going to be kind of a little bit bullish here. I think Bastos is going to kind of regain that tempo he had. He's going to be going back into Interference, which was the map that he kind of dropped the ball a little bit on, but he'll be a bit warmer this time. And I think that Niso, in fact, is going to do very, very well.
Did Bastos not drop 48 kills on Interference? Did we not play Interference first?
Sorry, yes, it was Aqua that he struggled on. No, you're right. Okay, so let's see if he can regain that kind of Aqua knowledge and perform as well on this map that we're watching right now in front of us as we would like him to.
Yes, correct. Yeah. He smashed it right on Interference, but yeah, the Aqua was a little lacking. He came 4th in that round or 3rd in that round, so yeah, Suspense had an absolute blinder, dropped 43 kills last time we were here. But Bastos on 5 kills already. So yeah, he is absolutely taking this apart. I believe Percussion did say that someone was in his house, so hopefully he can lock in. He has found a kill straight off the bat. But
let's hope it's not Niso that's in his house, putting him to shame right now, taking him down. Being will end up getting a couple kills there in the fridge, but a nice clean up there by Drax will clear out the fridge for him. And Bastos is straight back onto his number, but in fact he doesn't take a look. He actually nearly wins the piv, but luckily for Drax he ends up winning that one anyway. A little bit of a backsmack coming through there from Perk. I was hoping we might see Perk do a little bit of an overkill stop like we saw him do the first time round in fridge, but it's not happened yet, James.
No, still plenty of time. Oh no. Oh, Bastos. Oh no. Oh yes. Oh my god. Okay. Bastos.
Oh, no. Oh yes.
Just
whiffs here on stream.
Just whiffs the frag and then sticks the plasma. Oh my days. That's actually, I don't know if you noticed that as well, but when I was playing a bit this morning, and I noticed that frag grenades seem to bounce off invisible walls. I don't know if that's just Husky Raid or that's something that is just happening, but yeah, there were some grenades bouncing off invisible walls, so hopefully that's not a pandemic that's not spreading around to other maps and is just Husky Raid, but we shall see. Ashen Reese, I was about to call him Huskin Reese. Ashen Reese on 8 kills, leading the way with Bastos and Tempt. Got too much Husky Raid in the brain.
Tempt did manage to get his hands onto the overshield there, but was only able to get a couple kills before he gets taken down. Oh, a nice win there, believed by Suspense that was, with the frag grenades. Plasmas somehow managed to get away with that one. A bit of a shot across the map coming from Suspense. Isn't quite able to finish that one up though. He will see Being get taken down by Drax instead. So he's helping to pad out Drax's stats. I'm sure Drax will be very appreciative of that one. But a very tight game here, James. That lead we saw come through from Bastos has basically been whittled away completely now by this point. And we have just a delta of 3 kills between top and bottom of the leaderboard, James. This is looking like a repeat of that winners round 1 we saw.
Yeah, 3 minutes in, a delta of 3. All that nerdy talk's now a delta of 2. So, love a bit of nerd maths. Get the maths out. But it is going to be a good attempt at a stick by Bastos, putting him in the bin. And the back smack surely going to come in. Actually just smacks him right in the face. His Suspense is going to find Ashen Reese. But I guess the one thing, Reed, as we found, right, is that, yeah, if your name is Little Ugly Shane, a deficit in map 1 is never too much for a second map, to be honest. Of course, not everyone is going to be able to be the man, the myth, the legend himself. However, It is still relatively close. Drax, Bing, Perk, Ash and Reese all last on 9 kills, as Perk is going to find kill number 10 with a trade onto Suspense. OS up in 5 seconds. Oh my days. Ash and Reese just had like the spidey senses tingle right there that someone was there. Nisso going to go down though. OS going to be dropped. And it's going to be popped.
Just in time.
Oh my days. And he's going to find Perk. He actually gets nothing as Perk gets a couple of kills before going down. Perk now on 13 as well. But it's going to be Tempt leading the way on 16. Suspense on 15. Bastos and Perk sitting pretty on 14.
Yeah, nice showing by them. We are starting to see a little bit of a differentiate come through from the wheat for the chaff, as they say, James. And
yeah,
Bastos, he's struggling a little bit again on Aqua. I'm not quite sure what it is, but it just seems like those other maps favour him a little bit tighter, which is not what I would have expected, considering Bastos is our former FFA champion from our winter event that we ran. So, you know, you would have thought that, considering that was all Aqua, that Aqua would be his little baby. But, yeah, he seems to be struggling a little bit, James.
Yes, but you know what? He kind of he doesn't need to perform super well if he can do what he did on Rig again, because he absolutely slapped up that map. Tempt though is having a great start into this map number 1 of the losers finals, or losers round 2, whatever you want to call it. Might be a little late for that nade coming up though, as he is going to go down. 17 kills apiece for 3 of these players right now. Drax and Being starting to fall behind.
Oh, none of those kills we're going to go through for Bastos. Bastos just got robbed by every single one of them. Does end up cleaning up Niso though, and does get taken down in the end by Percussion, I believe that was, in the back of the yellow base.
Yep, and it is going to be Suspense, who does manage to find Tempt though. You can already see there is a 12 kill gap between top and bottom. So the delta extending all the time. Drax just unable to find anything at the moment. Still has 9 assists, the same as Tempt. But Tempt has more than double his kills. Being 15 assists, going to be very helpful in a tiebreaker. Something we have not needed yet, actually, to be honest. Have not needed a tiebreaker as it stands. It is going to be Ash and Reese finding and robbing Bastos of yet another kill. So he goes and dies as well. And Percussion, yeah, has started to lock in after, yeah, missing out by that 1 kill, right? So Perk looking and wanting to get back into the winner's half of the bracket, the grand final, should we say? I'm still a bit lost all over the place after after Shane. We're like 7 minutes in here.
Yeah, we've still got 5 minutes to go though, James. Plenty of time for some more sprints to be going, but everybody's clicking really, really tight together. I mean, Being and Drax are, you know, lagging a little bit behind, but the rest of these guys, it's basically anybody's game. And in fact, it doesn't even matter what the end score is for this one, because if they start stomping through on the rig, you know, they'll just run away with that one. But let's focus a little bit more on this match for now. Assists are high for all. I'm not really liking the position by Tempt. He's a little bit exposed, as he will understand as he gets the jump on him by Ash and Reese. So he will end up getting taken down. Bastos trying to live up the best he can over by P-side. He sees a couple of fresh spawners coming up, but they are going to be converging on him as this OS starts to begin to pop. He actually manages to win that fight against Tempt. Good job by him, but 10 seconds remain and everybody is on their way, James.
Yes, everyone is on their way for sure. But Being and Drax need to kind of find a second or a third gear, because they are taking a little bit too much time to get going, and there's a little crazy sequence there, but the OS instantly burned away and killed. As Being is going to find Bastos as well. Oh, hello. And that is going to be... I don't really know what happened there. I think that was a nade kill after a melee kill, but I'm not 100% sure. Bastos, he's going to find a kill. Suspense. Kill number 29, but the middle of this pack is looking very, very close, even with the assists. Bastos, Tempt, Percussion, Niso, 1 kill between them. And Niso and Bastos on the same assists as well. And everyone's kind of in this middle pack. I mean, the delta between the top 6 is only 4 kills. And then Drax and Being at the bottom, just in a bit of a churn at the moment, trying to find ways to get kills. Being, that's not going to help when Bastos finds you, though. And it's going to be Suspense with a double. Tempt and Niso finding kills as well. Suspense moves to 30. But geez, Reed, everyone's right on his tail.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say that this FFA is all about trying to live up, making sure you don't go into the respawn screen too often. And if you look at the deaths across the board, there's a lot that have come through, and everybody's basically around the same point. I did notice that Ash and Reese and Bastos are, you know, playing a little bit safer, still getting those kills. I mean, Ash is now 2nd place, Bastos alongside him, both with 30 points, but they're just able to get that little extra life, and that might allow them to edge out here in these last 2.5 minutes, James.
Yeah, they can find ways to be edging around the map. That will definitely help them out. Stay
okay,
in the hunt for map number 2. You guys don't watch enough CS. That's what that is.
Sure.
Go watch some Pro League, and then come back. But Tempt gonna find a kill. Suspense and Bastos, 33 apiece. Perk, Ash and Reese, 31. Tempt with 32. OS gonna get grabbed. Not gonna be able to get used. Just Drax gonna find a couple of important kills. With the OS is still down as well. And Suspense just strolls right in, picks it up. Gonna find the kill onto Niso. Gonna find an assist there. Can he get Tempt? No. Actually, Tempt finds a double. Look at the top of this leaderboard. This, unless it goes really crazy, is definitely going to need some admin confirmation after map number 2. Because Bastos finds Perk. And I think the fact that no one is really smashing it means there's going to be a lot of locking in. And if you're Being or Drax, you got to find more kills now in the last minute and 10 seconds. Otherwise, you're really going to have some problems on the rig. Because that gap is only getting bigger, Reed.
Oh, it's honestly kind of scary just how close this is. Now, the 2 players that we have currently who are sitting at the lower side, so Drax and Being did come from the losers round, so they do have that little extra knowledge by having played interference in the losers round. So that's a slight advantage they have over the rest of them. And then that means, in fact, that both, let me get this one right, both Bastos and Tempt have that little extra advantage over those other 4 players that they are so neck and neck with in this round 1, going into the next map. But we have 20 seconds left, James. This is so damn tight. 39 kills to Bastos. He is currently leading the leaderboard with 15 seconds to go.
Yes, he is, and he's maybe about to drop a 40 bomb as well. Tempt gonna find a kill onto Ash and Reese. Percussion, he's going to get one as well. Bastos locking in for almost kill number 40. Can he find one? There's the back smack. Suspense drops in. So nice of him to do that. But it's going to be Bastos winning map number 1 with 40 kills.
So
not bad.
Impressive. Very impressive. But we'll bring up the scoreboard and we'll take a look at those in a little bit more detail. So there was a delta of 7 kills between 1st and 5th place. 6th place. Come on, numbers, work that out.
Numbers are hard.
But if you kind of remove that outlier of Bastos and of Niso, there is just 2 kills between those middle 4 players. And they're going to be looking to separate themselves going into this next one. And it's really going to be important that they do. But question to you, James. We saw it pulled off by Shane. Do you think Being and Drax have a chance here?
I mean, there's not as many kills they need to get, right? Like, Being only needs to be, what, 10 ahead of Ash and Reese and Tempt, and Drax needs to find 13 kills more than the 2 of them, so... Yeah, that's going to be difficult. Not everyone is a Shane, right? To be honest. Thank God, otherwise... I feel like...
Shane. We'll
I think
that one.
If more people were Shanes, we might have won some more FFA titles as EU, I think. But... mate, anything is possible, right? And the rig, brand new map in Infinite, like I said, is bigger than Halo 5 to accommodate the Infinite's kind of movement. So, mate,
and I love the way it played in that round 1. So we'll see if it plays the same in this losers round, and it is literally anybody's game at this point. I love it when it gets this close, James. I know you do as well. You can hear the hype coming through, so hopefully we can have some more hype moments right at the end of this one, and we can get a top 4 God squad to go and meet the guys that we just pushed through into the grand finals in that last round.
Yeah, Millsy, Chaos, Delulu, Little Ugly Shane, just waiting there, watching. I would expect Bastos to make it, right? We're not going to mess around any longer, though. We're going to get right into it. I'm going to have to bring up my chart again of what's where, but this is back rail, going towards bottom tower.
Yeah, so Drax just a little bit isolated here in the spawn side of the map, but those double nades come through and he does not live through them. So good job there to get those fucking kills come through. Whoa, a nice little snipe there from Being. Sniper in the hand. He's going to try and make a little push through here on the scoreboard. He is 3-1 currently.
What is that colouring, though?
Find anybody. He is going to get some shots into. Does get the eyes on Bastos. Sees the overshield and just decides to leg it in the other direction. Probably for the best, but Bastos is not going to let you get away that easily, Being. Bastos now with OS and snipe in hand. He is a danger indeed on the board, James.
Yeah, that is for sure. That's just so ruthless. Just and wander a little bit around and good night, Being. That's a killing spree for Bastos. Ashen Reese is on 5. Bastos is on 7. And it might be already time to wrap this one up, mate. I think for Bastos, looks like he's going to make it unless an absolute disaster zone happens. But Ashen Reese, by the way, is 7-2 off screen and been absolutely dominating proceedings as Drax going to get shot in the back. Nisso yet to register a kill, by the way. Finally gets one in a trade as Being going to get taken down. Ashen Reese on a killing spree. Getting shots across yard towards Tempt is going to lose out, though. But OS and Snipe up in, I believe, yes, 14-12 seconds or so. So, yes, they will be contested as Bastos going to find one before suspense trades. Being going across the yard, but Tempt hiding there, trying to find that sniper. And actually, I believe that is Drax who is going to help Ashen Reese. Sorry, is going to help Tempt get sniper by distracting Ashen Reese. There we go, I got there eventually.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, as we saw a little bit there, where Bastos is playing right now, which is the carbine side of the map, I just think is the strongest position for FFA. You know, you have a nice little vision there over the open yard, and also any players sneaking up in your backyard, back rail, so you can just completely block off by your positioning around the stairs. But sniper in the hands of Tempt. He is 7-4 currently. So, lagging a little bit behind some of these top dogs, but can he make up for it with some cool snipes? Not quite. Misses the 2 shots on Bastos. Bastos is sitting here looking to clean up a few of these, and he is doing a perfect job that so far. Nade's coming out, gets the nade off onto Perk and onto Being, but both of them push him at the same time with a wall between them, so he's essentially on a 2-on-1 situation, and does not get through with it in his life. But I just wanna pull back a second, James, and ask one question to you.
Sure.
I think that we can look at Ashen Reese's playstyle here as our, I'm going to say only M&K player in the lobby. No, Niso is M&K as well, but as the top M&K player in the lobby currently. As this map makes itself into ranked, I think seeing that Ashen Reese is really excelling on experience as a map compared to some of these controller players. We might see a player like Wooten from Foe in a potential major we have coming up here in the great nation of London. Well, my nation, not yours. And we might see,
I'm from there as well.
We don't see this map. Yeah, but you don't live here currently. You don't count. You're a traitor. We might see. I'll try and wrap this up quickly as we get into the game. But we might see that Wooten performs very, very well and excels Foe on a map like this. So maybe if they're playing like an Optic or a Space Station, they might actually have the edge, and it might just allow them to win themselves a title. Because I would love to see an EU team win themselves a title coming into London. But hey ho, let's get back into this game now, James.
Yes, as Being falls off the map, and Drax does find a headshot before Tempt takes him down. Bastos with that trade back. Yeah, Niso, Perk, and Drax. Oh, all right. Let me try and work out
Hi, Temp.
the absolute disaster class if this happens. So Niso needs to beat Perk by 4 kills. Okay, well that is not happening at the moment. So that should be alright. But Ashen Reese and Tempt only need to beat Perk by 1 kill. They both need to beat him by 1 kill.
It's looking likely for Ashen Reese at this point, that's what I'll say.
Yes, and that is a bit of a problem. But Suspense was on the same amount of kills. So this is the problem, right? Suspense and Perk, same amount of kills. Hold on. Tempt, triple. Can't get over. Does get a lot of damage onto Suspense, though, as Bastos is going to find a kill. Yeah, Suspense and Perk are on the same amount of kills for 2nd and 3rd. And Ashen Reese and Tempt are on the same amount of kills for 4th and 5th. So, Ashen Reese currently going through. Tempt also currently going through, and Perk and Suspense, who would have finished 2nd and 3rd in map 1, would be going, one of them would be going through, which would be Suspense. So Perk, a little bit of work to do, mate.
Well, let's see if he's able to do that. So we're on board right now with Bastos, who manages to get the stick onto the kneecap there of that player, so he can actually get away with a nice little trade. That's good for him, maintain his lead as Ashen Reese is on his tail again for a 2nd time on this map. Suspense, I think, tried to go for the pipe then, but missed it. I have got that on my call-out sheet, so I believe that is actually an accessible part of the map. Tempt here, 19 kills in the bag for him. He's trying to find some players, but struggling a little bit. I think he does get a little peek there onto Suspense. Notices Perk with his OS, strips that from him. Perk not quite able to do anything with it, and this is getting tight by the second, James.
Man, you have a go at me about edging, Jesus. Bastos on 25 kills, make that 26. But yeah, Ashen Reese, given how close map number 1 was, every kill, literally every kill in map 2 is important. Ashen Reese popping off with 27 means that he, if it stays kind of similar way to as it was, as it is now, is going to firmly place himself into that grand final. Suspense, bottom nest, gonna go try and hide in there. Oh, you know what? You know what I'm glad is not on this map, Reed? I'm glad there's not a repulse, because there is so much space on this side to just get yeeted off. And I'm glad repulse does not exist. Man, Drax finding a great kill though. Gonna need a few more of them. Perk gonna go down to Ashen Reese. That's gonna help at no end. Can't quite find the kill onto Drax though. And Bastos gonna get kill number 31. But, yeah. Bastos in the lead.
Yeah, I think we're just we're trying to get the feed back up for you guys. It's been a little bit wonky. The
game is still
try
going.
to work out what it is. If I can get a just interested a little bit. If I can get sent the observer link by the producer, I can observe, so we can actually get a vision on what's going on. But I do have vision on what's going on right now. So we have a 34 kill for Bastos right now. Ashen Reese is on 31, so Bastos has managed to edge ahead a little bit here. Now, James, if you would like to have a look at the scores and just remind us how we need these people to get, well, what the people need to get to if they want to continue while I get set up.
Sure. So Bastos was 3 kills ahead of Suspense and Perk. They, in turn, were 1 kill ahead of Ashen Reese and Tempt. And I only have kills. So if it all works out that it needs to be, then admin will do some good assist work to work out, because they have all those stats. 3 kills behind them was Niso. 7 kills behind him was Being. And 2 kills behind him was Drax. So those guys need to do a little bit more work to try and catch up. Yeah, Ashen Reese dominating means that basically he's locked in to the grand final. Bastos as well. But yeah, between Suspense, Perk, Tempt, Niso, there's really kind of 2 spots there. And only 4 kills between, you know, Suspense and Niso. So yeah, that's going to be super tight. Probably going to come down to assists if it really gets down to it. But yeah, how are we looking?
Let me fill in the boards here. I believe we do have the feed coming up for you guys as well to see. So Bastos on 38, Ashen Reese on 36, Tempt, he's lagged a little bit behind now, sitting on 24. Perk on 21 hasn't quite been able to make up that little lead he needed. Niso has done a great job, though, of catching up alongside, so he is now on 24 himself. 21 for Being and 18 for Drax. So I'm struggling to run the numbers here in my head, James, but it's looking all right for Bastos, Ashen Reese and Suspense. And who's going to be our fourth player here with these scores?
So Percussion was 1 kill ahead of Tempt, who was 3 kills ahead of Niso.
Okay.
So if Tempt, yeah, Percussion, Tempt, and Niso, whoever's really doing best out of them.
All right. Well,
I can hear things.
We are hopping in.
Hey,
It's going to
we're
be a
back.
little bit choppy for you guys, but it's better than nothing. So Bastos, yes, still in the lead. 41, 39 for Ashen Reese. And
So
this
Tempt.
is looking with 1 minute and 40 left.
Yeah. So it looks like, if my maths is correct, it'll be Bastos, Ashen Reese, Suspense, and then probably Tempt, unless Niso can pull out what, 6 kills before Tempt finds 1, which is basically needs an overkill and more.
Sounds improbable,
Which
doesn't it, James?
it does sound reasonably improbable. Bastos dropping 45 kills, gonna find a handy double kill and OS and snipe and find a triple. Oh, come on, find the over. It's not gonna be able to. Okay, well, just gets whoever was shooting him just gets killed. Oh dear, not like this. Oh, well, Bastos gonna go down with 46 kills though. Ashen Reese with 41. Suspense with 37. Those boys are pretty much locked in. And it looks like Tempt. So Perk. Yeah, Perk would need at least 1 more kill, if not 2 more than Tempt. So it looks like Tempt is going to be locking it in. That's the problem with such a close round 1. I guess it's not necessarily a problem, but the problem with round 1 being so close is that you fall a couple of kills behind and you're just done. Like, you're just out. But Bastos not quite able to drop a 50 bomb, but will end on 47 kills, will lock it in, and Tempt, oh my days. So Tempt and Perk are equal.
Ooh, okay.
So we're gonna have to go to the judges' review. Admin is gonna need to work out some assists, my friends, because pretty sure they are equal on points. So let me just plug in my own numbers to double check. But Perk looks like he might have got there in the end to make it interesting.
Oh
my
well,
days.
I feel good for Perk. I hope that he makes it through, just on the fact that he got shamed in that last one. I'm gonna call it shamed.
He did get shamed. All right, so here's what I have. Obviously, I don't have assists or anything, and I'm not admin. Bastos on 87 kills, which is just outrageous. Ashen Reese on 78. Suspense on 75. Perk and Tempt on 67 apiece for 4th. So that's going to need some admin. Some admin is going to have to work out some assists right there. Niso on 62. Being on 54. Drax on 48. So we are crunching some numbers. If it comes down to that they have the same amount of assists, is it then deaths or is it then... Okay. I also don't have that. I only keep track of kills.
Least amounts of deaths, not most. That's the important.
Yes. Yeah. I'm getting all the kills and I'm dying all the time. I should go through. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah,
so I don't know yet.
I just want to shout out a couple of our sponsors again. Just thanks
Yes.
for sponsoring this
Please
tournament.
do.
So Team VUELTA, again, they've got a nice new jersey out. If you're into jerseys and that kind of swag, want something to take to London, maybe something nice to have on your front. That's going to be great. And then Machine and Nerve as well for providing a little bit towards the prize pool. Now, James, who did it?
Perk has been not only shamed, but has been Tempt as well. Tempt wins on assists. Oh, man. So, yeah, Perk loses on 1 kill in the winners round 1, and then by assists in losers round 2. So, unfortunately, Perk lost by 2 assists. So lost by 1 kill in the winners round 1 and 2 assists in losers round 2. So Tempt is going to join them. It's going to be Millsy, Chaos, Delulu, Little Ugly Shane, Bastos, Ashenary, Suspense, and Tempt in the grand finals. When we come back, do not go anywhere. We'll have a quick break.
Guys.
Full on numbers, which he had done. He's distracted them so much that they forced a 3v2, and Snipe Drone did his job basically keeping them away and keeping them effectively from supporting the other 2 players around Ben. Both in that 2v2 scenario were just in complete opposite ends of the map. No damage could be done to even help each other, which is now going to give Quadrant a lot of time here with the ball. 24 seconds. People may not think that's a lot, but honestly, at this level, it's a huge amount. But 4 dead for Quadrant, and Foe now looking to try and create their own setup and see if they can at least stop Quadrant dismantling them. And saying that though, Snipe Drone's already got 1. Jimbo just barely managing to stay alive here, and it's important that he continues to do so.
And a great first pick coming out from Snipe Drone, but Jimbo returning the favour. Glory's coming off respawn, so quick to do so. And that piv by Chick is absolutely huge to stop Glory from getting in and amongst that tram setup that they had. But still, not this whole fight. Not much ball time has been gathered by Foe. Eventually, they do pick it up, looking to rotate it towards B in that driveway area. They're hunting for the camera right now. They have found it. Wooten will be that player. He does take down 1 to his demise, but maybe not as much damage as he would have liked to. Jimbo seems to kill himself there. Bit of a suicide moment out of him. Don't know what happened there. I'd like to see a replay of that. But that has caused all 4 players of Foe to fall and giving Quadrant a nice setup over towards this A site.
They're probably going to get at least 45 seconds before an initial push comes out here. Glory trying to get behind him is actually succeeding. I don't know how. That was just unreal, and that double's going to be huge for them. 3 down now for Foe. Snipe Drone can just continue having giggles with the ball, but they've all spawned around Caff. He needs to try and rotate as soon as physically possible. Seeker's actually out of position, but if he comes around behind him on purple bend or mid, he could stop this push initially, but just need to try and stay alive. 2 down now for Foe. Sniper managed to get 1, and that's going to be all 4 dead again. My God, just make it look easy.
They do, and Seeker did exactly what you said he needed to. He pushed up through mid with the shotgun, able to clean up, put damage on the first, clean up the second. Snipe Drone does get a pick, but Wooten finds himself a double kill, which is definitely giving themselves an opportunity to push forward. Always takes down Mighties, whilst the SLG wisely rotates that ball towards Pink. Jimbo trying to do his best Spider-Man impersonation and scaling the walls, evading as many nades as possible with some beautiful shots onto Snipe Drone. It's going to break this out and give an opportunity to push in towards the Ivy side. Seeker does trade out his life with a nice sticky nade onto Jimbo, but that's only going to give time to Foe. But as you said, that 68 points to 30, 40 counting is a huge margin. It's going to give a lot of time for Quadrant to try and break this setup. But the early kills by Na'Vi is going to be huge, by Mighties is going to be absolutely huge in holding this ball.
Certainly is. 2 down now for Quadrant. Need to maintain themselves. Try and stay alive for this next push. And how they're going to fork it, we'll find out in a second. SRG finds 1. Great initial pick. 2 down now. Jimbo Mighty has been cleaned up. It's going to make it 3, and it's only Chick left remaining. Great double coming out from Glory. And not really too much of a shock to the system here, him being first in. Bloke's like a human gymnasium, honestly, with so many perks he has with the his movement mechanics and how he abuses it. It still surprises me to this day. But look at this though, already Snipe Drone with his Bulldog. He can just chill for as long as he likes and waits for anyone to even dive past. In terms of numbers, it's not looking too good for Quadrant, but Snipe Drone does get cleaned up. It's 4 down now. Seeker needs to wait for the rest of his team to coordinate another push to make that counter attack.
Some great positioning coming out from Seeker, putting himself in such an uncomfortable position. They will not know at all where he is. He's going to put the pressure onto Wooten. Massive shots though coming out from Wooten to win that gunfight. Seeker was in a great position to cause some real upset, and 4 go down for Quadrant. This is Foe's opportunity to get close to closing out the game. Quadrant will have 1 or 2 pushes here, maybe only 1 left as the time is dwindling. They're going to have to make this count here. Can Foe hold on to the timing? Glory somehow has got in and amongst Ivy. How on earth has he found himself there? He's going to be able to take down Ball Carrier. Jimbo finds himself a double. Mighties is doing his best trying to hold it out, but he will eventually fall. Jimbo picks up a 3rd kill, and has he done enough heroics to seal this map for Foe? Yes, he has. Those kills by Jimbo are absolutely huge, and able to play his life within those plants as best as possible to close out this map, that round.
Balls are still in that situation, mate. Honestly, I think he was consistently debating why he didn't just pick up the ball. I think he was worried that they were just going to push straight on forward, but it was only a couple of seconds, so a little bit of a surprise there, but not all hope is lost. But it will give Foe some leeway here.
It will do, and they're looking primed to continue up their momentum as they've got the early scoring in this round number 2. Chick will take down Seeker. Eventually, their control will flip. His camera has just popped up on the map. We'll keep an eye out who gets their hands on that. SLG is trying to milk his life as best he possibly can. Bottom A, Cybertrain's going to be last alive here, and eventually all 4 of Quadrant will fall. That's going to give another setup in favor of Foe, and a late pop by that camo is absolutely huge by Jimbo, being the man of the hour currently. Seeker has been identified, knowing that he's been the isolated spawner over in that PD area. Jimbo's got himself with that Stalker, however, he's being sniffed out by Seeker, forcing Jimbo to reposition here. Can Seeker take him down? No, he can't. Perfect shots by that Stalker, and Foe still in control of this map.
They certainly are. 21 seconds. Jimbo's got camo and just being an absolute wrecking ball here. Valuing his life to a very high degree. Finally gets taken down, but he wasted a lot of Quadrant's utility. At least 3 or 4 nades were used up on that point, so they won't be able to defend themselves at a later date if they do make this push. Snipedrone just pulling back for the ball again, but Jimbo's actually managed to get behind him, and no one even expected it. Good stuff from Jimbo to make that initial rotation. And now he's been able to stay alive. He can get around back A and see if he can catch Glory off guard, which he's already aware that someone's already pushing around that side. Quadrant in a horrible spot around Calf, completely open. And you can see already, Wilton managed to get 1. SLG does take him down, but gets traded instantly by Chick, and Snipedrone finally takes down Jimbo. But Glory is the only person left standing. Chick's going to pick up that ball and just try and attempt to increase this lead. 28 now to 12 in favour of Foe.
Great job from Foe to break this setup, and great job from Jimbo, just finding so many holes in the Quadrant armor. That seems to be definitely Quadrant's area of weakness right now. They seem to be leaving lanes and lines in which Foe are able just to walk straight through and break these setups. Snipedrone gets a nice early pick onto Jimbo. And this held has been going on for quite some time now. Eventually the Slays are still coming in favor of Foe, and it looks like another potential setup for them. Is that point mark has crossed 50 points here, halfway through this round 2 to close out this game number 3 and take us over towards Forbidden. But right now, this Foe side, they seem to have Quadrant's number in this oddball.
Yeah, it seems to be. I'm astounded by and just very impressed by how Foe have been performing in the second round. 70 to 12. On cleanup duty at the moment, and Jimbo 22 and 14 with 11 assists. I think he was feeling a little bit unconfident, or sorry, not really feeling too confident to start with in this series, but now he's woke up, he's smelt the coffee a little bit here, I feel like Hopper, now he's diving on in and doing God's work here, just absolutely smashing it.
That long roast Colombian coffee does hit different sometimes,
lovely.
doesn't it? And even it being 9:30 at night, I definitely feel like one now after said that. Maybe I shouldn't, considering I have to get up in the morning for work, but we keep on moving. Quadrant finally getting their hands on the ball. They're surmounting some points of their own, but they've got a long way to catch up to this Foe squad. Cytron forcing himself out to actually take down Jimbo, as you know he's the hot topic in this foe side right now. SLG working his way over towards Seeker, as Seeker's the last player left for Quadrant over in Commando. Seeker able to take down the first ball carrier, however Chick able to stick him with a beautiful spike nade straight to the head, sending him to a bit of a cheeky unicorn. Quadrant now, they have to work forward, they have to work fast, and they have to work pretty perfectly if they want to be able to take this game back towards foe. With shots like that from Chick and players, kills coming out from Mighties, seeming less and less likely as the time ticks on.
They've built so much momentum and like a high amount of morale in this second round. I think winning that first round or clutching it in that way just boosted their synergy tenfold. You know, when after a period of time you give him a bit too much respect and you give him too many kills, and
We are back, James. We are here for the grand finals. 3 weeks in the making. 64 people, if not more actually, because we had different people between each one.
Yep.
And we are going in here now with our top 8 players, the cream of the crop, who are going to be battling it out on 2 maps. We have Aquarius, and we have Starboard.
Yep.
And it's going to be very exciting, James. I can't wait for it.
The creme de la creme, shall we say.
Your FFA finalists. And there is a few players here, in fact, that are not FFA regulars. So I know for a fact, we were discussing a second ago, that Tempt has never played a proper FFA tournament before.
Yes, that is correct. Yeah.
And Ash and Reese, I know, is not a massive competitive player. They are very competent. They do play a lot of Halo. I know they're often playing around kind of Ice Spiteful's lot and stuff. But, you know, we don't see them enter tournaments too often, and they are storming through here into the finals. We have Delulu as well. Another player that was a little bit more unknown going into this one. Don't think played too many FFAs. I also don't recall seeing Suspense playing too many FFAs in the past as well. So they've come to join the other big boys that we do have in the lobby. And honestly, James, I don't even want to make a prediction based on this group of people we have, because it could go anyway.
You have to. Right, it's $100 for the winner, 50 for second, 30 for third, and 20 for fourth, if my maths is correct. Who have you got for first? I'll be easy on you. Who have you got for first? If that's easy, actually.
It's not easy.
One name. Just pick one name out of 8, man. Come on.
It's between Millsy and Bastos, right? That's where I'm sat right now. I think Millsy will be able to just kind of get a lot of points in the Aquarius. That's kind of his bread and butter. But, you know, Ashen Reese was so close up behind Bastos. I definitely think it's possible, you know. I think for Bastos, it's going to be how well does he do in the Aquarius. Starboard isn't very unknown for him, so I have no idea how he's going to perform in it. But then I want to also give a little bit of favour to who have played more of Starboard. So,
yes,
that's where I sit.
1 is more than 0. That is correct. Okay, so you're thinking. So what was the final answer there? Was it Millsy or Bastos? Or Ashen Reese?
I'm going for it. Dark Horse, Ashen Reese. There we go, Ashen Reese.
All right. I'm gonna. I was hoping you would pick one of the other two, so then I could pick the other one, and then we could be like, "Look, we both thought you would win." But no, you've sold me. You've sold me a lie. Bastos. I think Bastos is gonna win this. I would also like to see Bastos win this from the losers bracket. I think that would be kind of sick. I mean, Little Ugly Shane, though, if he's connected for a full 24 minutes, like, are we really counting him out? I think that's probably
very well in that Starboard game.
He did. I would think it's Millsy, Bastos, Little Ugly Shane, Ashen Reese for top 4.
Okay, in that order?
No. Just
no,
like I said, I had Bastos.
You pushed me
I had Bastos first. I said Bastos first. I said Bastos first.
Bastos. Right, I want chat. In fact, you know what? I'm going to be good. I'm going to throw a prediction to chat.
Oh, look at this.
Give their predictions. You can get yourself some more channel points for
watch him work.
Whatever. You can watch me looking at the other monitor while I set this up.
And you can watch me looking at him watching his monitor, yeah.
We'll go through this. So, it's going to take me a little while to write these all out, but as we go into
That's
it...
alright, that's alright.
Just
I
a
got
little
you.
bit of reflection on this map, so Aquarius a little bit. So we've seen quite a lot of Aquarius in this one, which is obviously the standard FFA map, but since we had it kind of come into this tournament, it does have the overshield, which makes it slightly different. And how do you think it's been playing, especially with kind of these top tier talent we've got in this match?
I think it's been playing very well. I think it's basically just this hotbed every time that it comes up, right? Like if you think back and if we kind of watch back, it looks like that it's about every 5th player that gets into the overshield actually gets it, because everyone else just seems to die beforehand. So really kind of coming in last to that overshield, you want to be as last as possible to be able to get that overshield. So yeah, I don't blame guys for kind of really kind of waiting as long as possible before going for it. But yeah, I mean, everyone knows this map so well. The thrusters actually only being top mid is really, really important, because that is such an outplay, especially in an FFA, that if you only have one on the map and it only has 2 charges, 3, I think it's 2.
You're
not
quizzing
100%
me here,
sure.
James.
I know. I think it's 2, but I'm sure chat will tell me.
Well,
Then you know, that's not a lot, but 2 kills, as we've seen, can do a lot, right? 2 assists. Tempt beat Perk by 2 assists, and Perk had 2 less deaths. So, yeah, like, it was super, super close between those 2 guys, right? So, yeah, it's a game of inches. It's a game of 1 kill, 1 assist, 1 death that can get you through. So, yeah, we're gonna see, but we're gonna get into it. Here we are. It's Aqua. It's grand final time. And it is Suspense, Bastos, Tempt, Millsy, Shane, Delulu, Chaos, and Ash and Reese. And it looks like Tempt is doing a little bit of ring around the roses, trying to get away from this overshield. But Chaos is going to take him down.
Yeah, and just before we get into this fully, the predictions are open, so feel free to put your own predictions into who you think is going to run away with this one. I'd love to see what chat thinks, because ultimately chat is probably paying more attention than me and you are, James. You know, they're pretty decent. And we just had an overkill just fly past the screen. I didn't even see who that came from, James. Did you get an eyes on who did that? It must have been Ash and Reese.
It must have been Ash and Reese, because he has the only one with more than 4 kills. So hey, we're back on Aqua. We're back on an overkill. I was doing a prediction, mate. You sold me out into doing one right there. Even though, of course, in my country I can't bet channel points, because go us. But it is Ash and Reese who is going to be 5 and 2. Yes, it was Ash and Reese getting the overkill, of course, finding the smackdown onto Shane for kill number 4. So, what, we're in map 7, and we've had 4 overkills? That's pretty good. Take those in FFAs. And Ash and Reese just looking a wee bit lost as to where everyone is. Oh my god. I tell you what, Reed, I almost thought that was a stick as well. Whew.
So, chat is currently on Team Millsy. We have 5.5k channel points gone towards Millsy being the potential winner, but you know, Shane and Ash and Reese also with a couple points. So there's some fair predictions. I like that. I mean, I think Bastos is a little bit an unknown, but I reckon putting some points into Bastos is not a good place to put them. Suspense though is just taken the lead. 7 kills. No one even had him on the board as a recommendation, but he is proving that he is deserving as anyone to be in this lobby. And he is now just storming through this one. 9 kills to him. And James, I'm all here for it.
Mate, don't blame you. It is going to be Chaos who does find Tempt for that killing spree, though. Does not look like he managed to get... Oh! Ash and Reese went for the little ninja. Did not manage to get it to work. Good nade. Yeah. Like, people at this level are experienced enough now you're in a grand final to not run up the stairs. That's pretty much what I'm seeing. Ash and Reese on a triple. Oh, he's going to get killed by a little ugly Shane nade, reversing what happened the last time he was on a triple when he managed to find Shane for the Ovi. the overkill. But it is going to be Suspense on 10, Chaos on 10, Ash and Reese on 13, and Millsy and Bastos are both on 7. So far, Reed, your prediction is looking real good, and Thruster has 3 charges. There we go.
Indeed it is, James. I'm full on team Ash and Reese. I need to get myself a jersey. I think it's about time for Shane to DC, right? He DCs now for 7 minutes and then comes back. Is that how that goes? Yeah?
Nah, God, I hope not for his sake.
Right, we're on the board with Millsy right now. Does manage to get a nice little flank there on Ash and Reese. Didn't even see it coming. A nice double kill for him.
Hold
that
on.
will put him...
How is that not a backsmack?
Like, it was a kill, and that's what matters, James.
He wasn't even facing towards him, mate. How was that not a backsmack? Oh.
On Ash's screen, he was probably looking at him in the face, knowing his sensitivity he's on.
True. True. Oh my god. Oh, the thrust. See, that is good thrust use. Finding a way to get a trade there where otherwise you probably would not have. Shane, gonna find a good kill around the corner as well. But he's only on 8 now as he gets a double. He's got to continue forward, try and find a kill. He sees Bastos, pops the OS though. Because he must have been about man 6 or 7 to that OS. He's gonna find a kill onto Tempt as well. Delulu, Millsy, finding it out. A third-party attempt as Delulu sticks Millsy. Millsy trades back, though. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Oh, no.
Oh,
You
no.
hate to see it, Suspense.
Oh, dear. Killing spree for Shane and a double kill as he trades. But Millsy, Suspense, both on 15. But Ash and Reese in the lead on 18 kills. Come on, Bastos. Help me out here. The delta is 10 kills, Reed, after 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. Nice job there, Ash, with your nice quick reactions you got going. Melee trade will go through for him now on 20 kills. Still topping the leaderboard. Millsy managing to do a nice little trick of the trade there with the movement. That's just really what separates these top players apart from those just a little bit behind. Felt like a little bit of a repeat there. Ash and Reese, the melee point that he got, then just had happened back to him by Millsy. So, yeah, I guess he got his just desserts.
For sure, just desserts. I wonder what he is having for dessert after this. I mean, hey, usually FFA got to have a cheeky takeaway, but $100 for the winner, £100, 100 whatever it is for the winner, is not a bad. That's quite a lot of takeaway, Reed. That's basically a sit-down dinner with a partner.
You could buy his other wedding cake for 100 Great British pounds.
It's about 1 large pizza from Domino's, is what I'm hearing in my ears. So good to know some things don't change between countries. Oh, sad. But Ash and Reese, 23. Oh my god. Yeah, he's actually going to go past. There was someone in Fridge, right? Did he not go past Fridge? Oh. What was that? That's M&K, surely. That's M&K life right there.
I think we saw an observer switch was what happened there. Which
Oh
looked
my
like
days.
an M&K flick. But there was still... definitely a flick came through. Tempt managing to pop the overshield there. Helped him out quite a bit. But he is bottom of the leaderboard. Only above Delulu right now. As he really needs to maintain some momentum going into this one. And when we have our next map Starboard, that is what's really going to heat up. Because again, James, as we've seen in so many of these matches, it is tight as anything between our top 3 players here.
Yeah, that is for damn sure. Suspense. He's going to try and find ways. Bastos finding kills as well. Was that a stick? Not quite. But he's going to be on 21. And don't forget, of course, assists going to be vitally important. Suspense on 12. Millsy, same amount of kills as Ash and Reese so far. 3 more assists. Heatwave, not quite there. Ash and Reese going to go down to 1 HP though. Tempt, going to find another kill. But so far it's Delulu bringing up the rear. Shane just likes to put pressure on himself. You know, be 9 kills down so far after map 1 and then just pull off an absolutely barnstorming map number 2. 4 minutes to go. Suspense 25, Bastos 25, Millsy 26, Ash and Reese 26, as Millsy's going to find kill number 27 and move into the solo lead. Little ugly Shane. Oh no. Oh, Tempt. Oh no. Chaos is going to put him in the bin as well, and Millsy's going to find Delulu, who's having a slightly traumatic time. And Suspense with that OS is going to find a kill, but Chaos finds a kill and 2 assists, Reed.
Yeah, I'm quite impressed by what Chaos has done. He's caught up quite well to the rest of the pack. We now have 4 or 5 players all within just spitting distance of each other, and Millsy has taken the lead for Ash and Reese, but only by 1 point so far. It's definitely possible that Ash could take back control. A nice double kill for Suspense. If he wins that fight against Bastos, he nearly did. That would have been absolutely insane, but it didn't quite happen that way. Tempt 1 shot left before he dies, managing to escape into P2, and actually looks like he might get his shields back, so great job by him for that living. And we are now still just neck and neck up here, and Delulu is left behind in the dust, but Tempt has actually managed to regain quite a lot of territory, and it's definitely possible that he could grab himself a little bag here in this tournament if he's able to perform well in the next map. But 2 minutes 50 seconds left, James. There's plenty of time to go left on this map.
Yes, which is good for Shane, because he does need to catch up. I mean, he's overhauled a lead of 7 kills before, but oh my god, if he does it again, I might be without a voice for the rest of the weekend, which would not be good, as we have some quality HCS action tomorrow, of course. Oh, Millsy. That is a beautiful stick from Bastos. He moves on to 30 as well. I have a feeling, Reed, I have a sneaking suspicion, as Suspense takes a 2-kill lead, that this might end up coming down to assists as well. OS is coming out. Shane on the heatwave. Gonna find 1. Can't find a second though. Oh, and he's gonna go down. A double kill from Tempt. But he's gonna get taken down from Bastos. Oh my god, the nade shot. Double kill reversal from Bastos, who picks up a 1-shot heatwave and a thruster. Oh, and he's gonna use that heatwave to perfection. It's Bastos, Suspense, Ash and Reese, all on 33 kills. But Suspense 16 assists, Bastos 15 assists. Suspense, another beautiful double kill. Bastos going to put him in the bin though, to keep it to a 1-kill lead. Minute and a half, and it's 35, 34, 34, 32, 29, 28, 26, and Delulu on 15. Might already be too far gone from this one. Shane needs to find some kills, though. That's not going to be Shane's. That's all right. But I thought Shane fluffed it there. Here is on board with Shane, trying to find some kills. There's one.
Absolutely astonishing right now, James. We have 36 kills for Bastos and Suspense. This is going to be neck and neck going into this one. A killjoy comes through from Shane. A couple of nades coming across. Isn't quite able to make the impact come through, but it looks like Suspense will get perfected by Millsy. Millsy's really trying to play catch up here. He has caught up pretty damn well. He's only 1 kill behind the pack now. So focusing on these top 4 players of the map 1, and it looks like we're looking at assists, which honestly are really, really in favour of Bastos and Suspense right now, because Ash and Reese only has 8 for his name.
Yes, that is not great for if this is going to be super important, especially into round number 2. I mean, Delulu has 19 assists, which is actually crazy. But as we wind down, final 5 seconds, Bastos should be going in with a 1-kill lead. It's 38 for them. Millsy, Suspense, and Ash and Reese all on 37. Mate, this is gonna be a banger. Oh, I can't wait for this.
I just love how close we're looking at this one. So Bastos, yep, just able to edge out there by 1 kill. And that is good for him and good for Vactor. Vactor was touting Team Bastos here in the chat, as you can see.
It's good for me too, mate. It's good for me too.
Yeah, but I don't care about your prediction. Right, Ash,
So rude.
Millsy, Suspense, 37 apiece, but favours go to Suspense on 17 assists. But again, we have another round to come, James. Or another map to come, rather. We're going to be hopping onto Starboard next. Shane, he's down by 8, but we did see him have a very strong performance on Starboard last time, so I'm not counting him out just yet.
Oh my days. Yeah, look at that. Bastos 10.4k damage, Ash and Reese 10k damage. Yeah, just totally smashed it, to be honest. Like, just is going to have a problem if those assists don't... yeah, he's going to have a problem with those assists unless they get them a little bit better.
Yeah, so... Right, let's take a little bit of a breather here, James. Let's take a little bit of a pause, right? So, we have prizes for top 4.
Correct.
Assists are looking pretty even.
Yep.
Now, we can kind of turn back. So, the players that we had that have played Starboard in Winners Round 1.
Yes. Milzy, Chaos, Delulu, Little Ugly Shane.
Okay. So, Milzy and... Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
So, Milzy is the only one from those guys that's actually in that top 4 pack. So, that's a little bit of an advantage that Milzy has over Ash and Reese and over Suspense. Now, obviously, Shane did so good in that first one. I'm still counting him in for the running. But you're going to have to see Delulu do a lot with that extra knowledge to be able to grab himself any of these top 4 prizes. And, you know, we could see Chaos doing all right here. He was only 4 kills behind Suspense, Milzy and Ash. So, definitely possible for him to kind of break through as well. But, yeah, James, I'm excited for this one. And I think Starboard looked really, really nice and really fresh in the first FFA we've seen. So, if we can see that again here for a nice little closer to this tournament. Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm also ready. And should we get into it? Let's get into it. It's Starboard. It is the final map of the grand final of the EHL times VUELTA FFA Spring Series. It is spring, even though it's been pissing with rain here, and I think there for the last few months.
Yep, it's been alright the past few weeks, I'll be honest, but yes, it's not been great.
No. But hey, here we are. It is time. It is Starboard. Mate, I'm ready. I can hear sounds. Let's jump into it in a second, hopefully. And we should be able to go. Here we are.
Oh, in sync, James. I love it. We're on board with Ash and Reese to start off with. My personal favourite, and he gets a kill and goes down. That's fine. Suspense manages to clean that one up. Overshield is up. We would like to see a player grab themselves, if they can, the Shroud screen, which will make it so much easier to grab themselves the Overshield. And as I call it, Connor has done that. He grabbed that Shroud, hit that Overshield, and now has popped it. But the Shock Rifle is also in use here by Bastos. Manages to make a good connection, not quite a perfection. And a repulsor nearly saves his life, but the quick reaction there from... I believe Suspense was able to just tie that one off from him, and we have a slight lead here for Suspense and Chaos. Yeah.
Yes, Bastos, I need you, buddy. I need you to come through. Chaos is on the killing spree. That's Bastos gonna put down. Chaos gonna be killjoyed after finding 5 kills. Does need to beat basically Bastos, Suspense, Milzy, and Ash and Reese by 6 kills to win. So
That sounds about right.
it's gonna need, yeah, it's gonna need some big stonks. Suspense, yeah, this is gonna be pretty close, right? If Bastos, oh my days, Milzy, was that a plasma pistol? Looked like a plasma pistol, didn't it? But we're gonna have Bastos, who is going to find a kill. Very important. He has 4 assists already as well. This might prove interesting at the end. Suspense, 8 kills, no assists. Chaos, 7 and 2 assists. Milzy, 7 and 1 assist. So, yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting, Reed, at the end of this in another 10 minutes. How many assists these guys are racking up right from the start, as Overshield is up in 2 seconds.
It is indeed, James, and no one's really looking like they're going to be gunning for it. That's because it is so hard to grab on this map. It's even harder than the sword is on midship, just because of how much bigger this map is. Oh, a shot comes through, connects with Bastos, connects with Shane. That is a double kill for Milzy, cementing themselves with a triple kill. Headshots with the shock rifle. Can he go for the over? He can't quite find anybody.
There's not enough people left.
But He can keep going through. He does spot Bastos, but can't quite make the connection because of the map terrain. Sees Connor sneaking behind him, but Connor will take him down and put an end to that spree, but firmly in the lead now. On 12 kills, we have Millsy.
Yeah. And if Little Ugly Shane wanted to activate, now would be the time, as Ashen Reese is going to put him in the bin. Oh, I don't know if that connected, but it definitely showed that he was there, as Ashen Reese is going to find a kill. Looks like the green gun got rid of the OS, though. Shock rifle. Oh, my days. Ashen Reese just flying past. Kill comes down as Tempt is going to find Delulu. Little Ugly Shane does find a perfect onto Bastos. But Millsy was only 1 kill behind Bastos, remember. Chaos. He was a further 4 kills back from Suspense, Millsy, and Ashen Reese. But Millsy, at the moment, is looking like he might be running away with this, as we are 1/3 of the way through, Reed. And he has a 4-kill lead on Suspense. And Bastos needs to work some magic if he's going to stay close to these guys. 8 assists already, though. Woo.
8 assists, and that is just absolutely nuts. And that might be very important when we come down to separating out the top points here towards the end. Now, Suspense may be playing a little bit too safe. You need to kind of get stuck in on this map. That's one thing I've learned, for sure. Oh no, the misplay goes to the back, like a little bit too eager there. Maybe should have waited a couple more milliseconds before trying to attempt that one there. Suspense, but Bastos now on the board gets flanked by Delulu. Easy down he goes, and Tempt in a bad spot. And we're going back and forth, double kill there for Suspense before he gets taken down. Overshield is still up, James. No one's quite yet going for it, and it looks like we might see a perfected nade there from Bastos. Trying to play catch up, but Millsy on 17, Suspense on 15, 12 and 12 for Delulu, and Bastos on 14 for Chaos. This is still anybody's game at this point, James.
Yeah, beautiful work from Bastos. He's going to find kill number 14 as well. So Millsy, 18, 3 ahead of Suspense. And he is going to be 2 ahead of Bastos. So at the moment, if it were to end like this, it is going to be Millsy taking away the mullah. But Tempt, going to find a kill. Little Ugly Shane going to find 2 as well. And it actually helps these guys so much when Millsy dies. When Millsy oh no, oh my god, Tempt. Oh, Tempt, I thought he was about to blow that against Bastos. Thankfully not, but it helps these guys a lot when Millsy dies, right? Chaos, 2 behind, but he needs quite a few more kills to be able to win this. Suspense, 1 behind Millsy now. He's actually drawn even, and he has more assists. Millsy was 4 assists behind Suspense. That's an important number to keep in mind if the kills are the same. Suspense now taking the lead. Chaos closing up as well. I feel like I'm calling a horse race. Bastos, 1 kill back from him, but with a lot of assists, and Shane is there too. Don't count him out either. Delulu was off the back, but trying to make up ground as well. So at the moment,
in the hands of Delulu, just as it popped up. Sorry, James, for interrupting you. I wanted to make sure we got that one coming through. And Shane, he hasn't pulled the magic he managed to pull off in that first game, but he will strip that Delulu overshield. And now we did see, in fact, the shock rifle get dropped down here. So just everybody's getting the action on that one very tiny portion of the map. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So many people in the respawn screen right now for this one. But 21 kills to Millsy. Millsy's still in the lead, but he needs that 1 over Bastos. But Bastos is 6 behind him right now, but 15 assists. Make that 16 assists. He just can't get the finishers on this one, and it's really, really harming him right now, James.
Yeah, so Bastos had 18 assists for the entire first map and has 16 just over halfway through. Yes, it's going to be Millsy. 2 ahead of Suspense. Delulu's found 21 as well. But if it stays like this, Ashen Reese would drop out of the top 4, out of the money, out of the takeaway, because actually they're back in. That's how quickly it changes. They were 5 behind Chaos, and now they are 3 back, so they would be back in the hunt. But Suspense still one behind Millsy, but importantly for Suspense, still ahead in the assist count. If they can find a way like now to draw even as we go to 4 minutes to go, but it is going to be Millsy who finds a kill. He finds a double kill with the sidekick. They're going to nerf that on Tuesday, folks. Don't worry about that. Can he find a kill onto Chaos as well? I mean, look at the speed of that shooting. Finds another assist. That's going to help as well. Bastos gets a double kill, but he's so far back, Reed. He is 8 kills back as Shane's going to find a perfect. He sees Chaos. He's going to get another perfect. He gets a triple kill as well. Oh, my days. He is only 2 back from Millsy as well. He's going to find kill 28. It's still really Suspense and Millsy for the championship right here. Shane, he's trying to go for top 4, but needs to beat Ash and Reese by 7 kills, which he is almost doing. So it could be that he gets there. Chaos doesn't look like he's going to get there. Shane needs to overhaul him as well. There's a lot going on for top 4. We might not be able to decide that straight away, but Millsy for Suspense is basically 1 versus 2 right now. Unless Bastos can perform an absolute miracle beans. Unless Ash and Reese can somehow find all these kills. Bastos, he's 6 back, but with 3 minutes to go, Reed, Millsy almost looks like a lock unless Suspense can pull out something like an over.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to be honest, James. The thing that I think is giving Millsy this extra advantage is he is using the entire sandbox to his advantage. We saw him there having a little bit of a spout with the plasma pistol, doing insane shield damage and making sure that he will get the melee off before the enemy can even strip his shields. And then we also see him with the psychic earlier again, a couple kills above. And honestly, that really gives you a little bit of an advantage, which is what you should be using in these kind of FFAs. Nice job by Suspense to make good use of that shock rifle. Didn't quite make the headshot, but still managed to get the kill. Delulu now has that in hand. If he can make the connection here with Bastos, he'll get away with it, but he doesn't quite do that. We are now 29 kills for Suspense, 29 kills for Shane. Still only 3 above Ash and Reese. Ash and Reese needs to have a bit of a downer, and Shane needs to be having a Shane moment from that round 2 if he wants to make himself
Bastos
in the money from this one.
Bastos not out of this yet. Millsy and Suspense going to trade. Good for Millsy. And for Bastos, it gets them both off the board. Shane, surely he goes down here. Surely he goes down here. He will. Okay, Bastos is going to find a kill. But Suspense takes the lead. There's 2 minutes to go, and Millsy and Suspense pool level, and Millsy does not have enough assists for this, but it's not gonna matter if it goes against kills. Millsy 1 kill up. Suspense struggling to find anyone on this map. Millsy gonna find a 35th kill as well. Bastos, he's closing. Can he find this kill? No, he kills Millsy and Suspense gets the kill. So we're back to within 1. 1 minute to go. Millsy finds a valuable grenade kill. Can he find this as well? It's Bastos and Suspense with the trade. It's Millsy and Suspense equal now, and Shane gonna be teabagging Tempt off to the side. But it's Millsy. It's Suspense. Millsy goes down to Delulu. We gotta get on to watch Suspense. He's gonna find a double kill. He's 2 up. There's 45 seconds to go, and it's Millsy gonna go down, and it might be Suspense. There's 40 seconds to go. We're on board, and he might be able to bring home the victory in this FFA. Millsy has got to find places to third party, has got to find kills to get. He's gonna grab this OS. There's 26 seconds. Is this the FFA winning play right here? Can he find it? Oh, he misses. Oh, no, he misses. Oh, my God, he gets beaten by Delulu as well. He's dead. There's 12 seconds to go, and Suspense might be getting it home unless Bastos does miracles, but he won't. There's 6 seconds. Millsy's alive. It's not gonna matter. He finds a kill, but it's all so close. But Suspense by a kill is gonna be your FFA champ. Oh, it was so close, and Millsy was almost there. But Suspense brings it home. I'm pretty sure it's Millsy second, then I think Bastos third. It might even be Bastos has sneaked into second, but woo!
Yeah,
Bastos will
get
not
admins-
sneak into second. Oh
get
my
admins
god!
to confirm the entire scores here for us, but I'm gonna have a look at your predictions. You, the community that had a vote.
Woo!
So
It's gonna be as listed, Reed. It's gonna be Suspense, Millsy, Bastos top 3.
okay.
Can say that already because Bastos was only 1 kill ahead of both and finished 2 kills behind Millsy.
You know what I just want to point out there, James? Shane had the most damage on the map.
Yeah.
34 kills, most damage.
Fair play. Absolutely fair play. 9.7k. But sheesh.
We had
Congrats.
4k channel points were devoted to Suspense by one person. That might have been Suspense himself. I'm not quite sure. But 3 people voted for Bastos and 3 people voted for Millsy. So Millsy and Bastos were your guys' votes for who you thought was going to win. 28,000 channel points were put into Bastos. I'm guessing most of them were Vactor.
Yeah.
Didn't quite happen through. But congratulations to Suspense. We will be getting you guys sorted out real quick. If you guys want to watch more Halo after this, there is the NA HCS happening soon. We have the EU HCS, which will be live from here by us tomorrow. So if you want to watch some more EU Halo, and we'll be getting Foe and Quadrant and all the amazing people on board for that. Right. Before we move along, James, do you want to go through the final scoreboard?
I have final scoreboard for making some money. Suspense getting it. This is actually wild, by the way. Suspense getting it done by 1 kill, and him and Millsy were equal on assists. And Suspense had like 8 more deaths. So if Millsy could have found 1 kill, he would have won this whole thing on least deaths.
If he'd have hit that melee,
he would have won this whole tourney. That's literally it. Suspense beats Millsy by a kill, who beats Bastos by a kill, who had more assists than both of them. It's then Ash and Reese on 67, Little Ugly Shane on 64, Chaos on 63, Delulu on 57, and Tempt on 55. But Shane with 39 assists tops the lot. But yes, 100 goes to Suspense, 50 to Millsy, 30 to Bastos, 20 to Ash and Reese. And mate, that is insane. 2 kills covering the top 3.
So
that is bananas.
Millsy calls it a blank. It looked to me like there was too much distance. That's all I'm going to say. So maybe
it also looked to me that like there was too much distance, but yeah. I'm sure many people will watch that back. Do not stress about that.
Thanks for joining us. Be sure to join us tomorrow for the EU HCS. We'll be having all the top teams in Europe competing to make themselves get that nice little spot there for HCS London. We would like to shout out VUELTA, obviously, for helping us with this.
Yep.
If you would like one of their new jerseys, check out their Twitter. They got some really nice stuff going on there. And Machine and Nerve as well for contributing a little bit towards the prize pool. We really appreciate everything from you guys. James with the lingo here.
Yeah.
Truly a European effort. The Spanish, the French, and the English all working together. Pretty scary when we come together. We can really put the Americans on the rail. But yes, that is it for our FFA tournaments. We will have a lot of HCS coverage, and we will have a nice little announcement coming out for you guys next week. Honestly, it's the biggest thing we've done, and you're going to be very, very excited for it. But that's all I'm going to say on that, James.
Mate, guys, we will see you tomorrow. HCS Open week number 2 in the lead up to London. It is actually terrifying to me, Reed, that it is May on Wednesday next week, which means that it's the month of HCS London. But guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Congratulations again to our top 4, but mainly to Suspense getting it done by a kill. We will see you later, guys. Peace out.